ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile. Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
If I can't do it, homie, can't be done.
VIP me put in my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies, make money, money, money.
Called out here for a pill. Really tryna get this money for real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me, no, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go, money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? What up? It is Alex, the fantasy football hustler, back at you, championship edition. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see who is all in here. Yeah, Noble being crazy, man. Noble was not the best kid on Christmas. Like, you know, those know all the parents who talk about having like ungrateful kids. That was Noble this year, and kind of annoying. Damn kids, man. And let's see who's up in here. I'm getting Rumble pulled up. Make sure you guys go show some love on Rumble. We need more subscribers over there. And we got all the what's it called? We got all the emojis over there as well. So you know, it's pretty much the dopest experience you can have for the live streams. See who's in here. Shout out to Papa J. What up, bro? And he said, Happy New Year, Huss. IDP Live. Let's get it. Fuck team defense. Let's go. Everybody wipe your feet like Papa J said he did. Hit that like button. Emil, what up? Tay, shout out to TJ. What up, bro? Armed Apex. What up, homie? Salute. Daniel Berry. What up? What up? Let him know, Emil. Hit that like button, everybody. Johnny, what up? What up? Up in 4, down in 2, heading into day 2. All are far from decide. Yeah, exactly. Same thing with me. Let me shout out everybody here before I say what I was gonna say. King D, shout out to the LBC, and I'm marking all the questions. I'm gonna answer those in one sec. But shout out to Armed Apex, shout out to Jacob, shout out to Frank. What up, bro? Emil, I'll answer your question in a second. Shout out to Crispy. What up? What up? And Matt, what up? He said, yeah, no countdown. There was a countdown. I think you just hopped in after the countdown was already over. And Frank, I'm answering this question in a sec. Shout out to Carlos. What up? And then your QB question, Frank. I got you on that in a second. Carlos, got your other question there. Chef Rand, what up? And Chef Rand said Pickens' dud was very much appreciated. All right. First thing I want to do just before we start, I want to pay homage to Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry. I'm sure there's more, but those guys, they did what we drafted them to do. They may have not have killed it for us every single game all year. Travis Kelce, Mahomes, you know, maybe Lamar and Derrick Henry had a few off games. But week 17, when we needed them the most, when there is no making excuses for anybody, you know, no matter what, these guys came through. So salute to those four for sure. They really handled biz. And if you got any of them on your team, we're looking good after the first set of games. And I feel bad that I actually sat Patrick Mahomes in a league. I have Josh Allen and Baker, and I got nervous. I bought into, well, I mean, first off, Steelers, amazing defense. You know, that's number one. But number two, I bought into if they're winning, they're just going to sit people, right? Like that was one of the huge things that was on my mind. And if Patrick Mahomes scored like 15 points and they were winning, they sat him, dude, I would have been devastated. So that's why I sat him. But what does he do? He goes out there and proves that he's the best player in the NFL. And the Chiefs once again proved that they are the best team in the NFL. And you know what's crazy? Shout out to Toker One who just hopped in on Rumble. And you know what's crazy is that the Chiefs have done this last year where they kind of like, you know, they sucked on paper for like fantasy throughout the season. And then right when it gets to the playoffs, boom, kick it into overdrive. And that's like literally what happened this week. And now they're guaranteed the #1 seed because they got that dub. Oh, man. And Emil said, agree. Derrick Henry started my week right. Hell yeah. I'm playing for third place. So it's all right. It's all right. We got to get you into more leagues, Emil. That's what it is. Apex said Lamar took me to the championship. Let's go. Chef Fran's crazy how Hollywood Brown was the missing link to the Chiefs. I don't think he was the missing link to the Chiefs. I think just like having a good wide receiver, like decent wide receiver, was kind of like the missing link, you know, because now it's different. I mean, you know, they got Hopkins, but yeah, I mean, he's barely playing. Like, they didn't want to get him hurt. They got Hopkins for the playoffs. That's why they run him like 50% of the time. But yeah. And don't everyone who left a question, I got them all starred. I'm going to be going back and answering those questions. So just hang out, guys. And Johnny says sat Mahomes in 2 of 5 matchups too. You know, I it's a Wednesday game, great defense against them, and I feel like the guys that I put in, I'm happy with it because like it's Baker, you know, and Josh Allen, you know, I don't feel bad about that. I'm still winning by a bunch. And it would have sucked if Mahomes would have got like 20 points or less because they sat him for a certain portion of the game. But maybe because they're going to sit everybody next week, or maybe because they're going to play a short game next week. Maybe they only play people for 1 quarter or a half or something like that. Yeah, so I'm with you, man. And Hollywood, what up, bro? Hey, shout out to Tyler who just hopped in here. What up, Tyler? And man, you know, I totally forgot to do something. So Tyler, don't think this is towards you. But I make it to where everyone has to be a subscriber. So just make sure you subscribe. We hit that subscribe button real quick so you don't feel like I'm doing this to you. But I totally forgot one thing that I was doing on both the YouTube channels that I'm streaming on right now. But Tyler, appreciate you jumping on the squares, my brother. And appreciate you. Yeah, appreciate everything. And let me see. And I even messed up on the link that I shared on Patreon. So I'm going to go reshare this link. Pretty sure I shared yesterday's link on accident. Just moving too fast. But it is shared now. There you go. All right. Everybody hit that subscribe button if you have not. And there's only, let me see, for anybody who is following the squares, there's only 24 left as of now. We just had Hyatt Chef lock in some, Nikki P locked in some, Tyler, new to the boards, just locked in some. So yeah, if you guys don't want to get left out, make sure you send me a message on Facebook, on Patreon, whatever. Let me know what numbers you want to get, or just let me know to show you the board, and I'll show you the updated board. And shout out to Johnny on Rumble. What up, bro? And Tucker One on Rumble said, not going to jinx anything, but it looks like it's in the bag in the 27. Yeah, just remember, you don't score until you score, okay? You don't score until you score. And Tyler said Chiefs 3-peat. I really think they're going to do it, man. Like, they're getting healthy at the right time. You know, Hollywood Brown and Pacheco coming back. That's huge for them. And hey, shout out to Jamie. What up, bro? Hey, shout out to Hess who just hopped in here. And yeah, Tyler said happy with Mark Andrews putting up 14.8 for sure, because it could have gone the other way and he could have put up 4.8 and really fucked you like some of these tight ends already doing it. Well, except Travis Kelce, you know, that is. And Chef Rand said, according to the trade with the Titans, it's a 5th instead of a 4th if D-Hop plays less of the Chiefs snaps. Well, yeah, I mean, if you win a championship, the 5th or the 4th don't mean shit. Okay. Like, let's just start there for a team like the Chiefs. The 5th or a 4th don't mean shit. It's about keeping D-Hop healthy, because if D-Hop gets hurt before the playoffs, that trade was an absolute waste, because everything that they are doing is for the Super Bowl run. For sure. And let me see. Jamie said, how's everyone's Christmas? What was Noble's favorite gift? Man, I don't even want to talk about Noble and Christmas, dude. This kid, he's getting bad now. Like he snuck a present. He snuck a present on like the night before, and then like hid it under his bed, and like opened other people's presents. Like, I mean, opened other people's presents, one, and then literally after the presents were open, instead of playing with his presents, all the presents that he got, he went and started opening other people's gifts that were already unwrapped. Like, I have no idea what's wrong with this kid, man. Like, I really have no idea. If anybody else has issues like this with their kids or have dealt with this, send me a message, because I don't know what to do. I really don't. Like, the kid wants for nothing, but still wants to take everyone else's stuff, even when his stuff is better. And I don't understand that part of it. And let me see all the questions. Shout out to Andre. Shout out to Mongo. We're going to get those questions here in a sec. Has said, I think I'm going to start Gino tonight, not risk waiting for Hurts. Yeah, don't wait for Hurts. Hurts is probably not going to play. Everybody should just know that. He's not going to play. He's 8. He's 8. Well, yes, that's the thing. Like, being excited is one thing, but like literally having like a million presents and then still going and opening other people's stuff, like, I don't know. That just, you know, and then you got the thing where you rip open the present and you just throw it aside, don't even know what it is. Like, I mean, that happened multiple times. And, you know, man, these kids, man, these kids. Crispy said, take everything away from him for a week. He got 2 dope PS5 games, and who knows when he's actually going to even be able to play them now. Because I was like, dude, like, you stole a present and then you went and hit it. I was so excited to give him the 2 video games. And one of them was the one that he took, hid it in his room after he opened it. And then I'm like, he's like, there was one more present. And I was like, dude, there's another present here. I was like, you can't open this one until you open that other one. And he literally let me look for that present for an hour before he was like, I think I know where it is. It's so ridiculous, man. So ridiculous. And see, and that would be different, King D, if he just remember, if he opened the presents and then retaped them. That's one thing, you know, that is one thing. Like, it's him not being sneaky, like, at all. And like, I've even told him, bro, like, the reason why I get so mad is because you are so blatant about the stuff that you do. You don't even try to cover your tracks or anything. Like, you only like you don't even try to cover your tracks. And Giants House acted like that after my little brother was born. I didn't know how to deal with losing 75% of the attention I've been getting for years and years. Acted out in similar ways, but this kid does get attention. He's homeschooled and gets attention like literally all the time. Like, it'd be different if you like went to school all day and like, you know, we were both at work all day and then we saw each other for like 2 seconds, like a day. But like, no. That's just how I know that all kids are greedy little fucks, you know, like they all are. But like, man, it's crazy when you want for nothing though, and you still want to be greedy, because this kid wants for nothing. And has said no, we're probably just showcasing his desire for authority as a big brother. Babies pull a lot of attention at times. 8-year-olds tend to want to remind you that they were there first. Yeah. Jamie said my kid was greedy too, taking his brother's toys and got upset when he only had one gift left to open. That's what's great. Like, Noble got a lot of cool presents and he wanted to play with, you know, he wanted to play with Regal's presents even more. Like, dude, like tiny little truck for a 3-year-old. And like, you know, but that's what Noble like wanted to play with. Like, I got Regal a Mari plushie because he's like addicted to Mario. And Noble sees the plushie, like he has a video game in his hands. Like, I wanted a Mario plushie. And has said lean into it, give him some extra responsibility as a big brother. Yeah, we've already talked about that. Like, you know, like this is you know, things are gonna change as far as like responsibilities and earning things and, you know, like things like that. Cause yeah, it's getting crazy. And TJ says it sounds like he doesn't have clear boundaries. No, there's definitely no clear boundaries. And it's because there's 4 adults like in the same place. And you know, even if me and Vanessa are on the same page a bunch, you know, his grandma still lives here. And, you know, it's sometime, I think it's getting to the point where, you know, how grandmas have to say yes. I think it's getting to the point where she's getting so annoyed with him that, yeah, it's not yes to everything anymore, you know. And hey, Marco from the future. What up? What up? All right, let's get back. Let's go see. Where are these questions at? Let's start with Armed Apex. If Njoku's out, would you go Downs, Madison, or Jennings? I'm leaning Jennings as of now. I may change though, and I doubt Njoku plays. Jacob, Okonkwo or Ertz? I'm going Ertz. Let's go. And Emil, Okonkwo or Strange? Man, I don't know if I could trust Strange after last week, bro. I'm gonna say Okonkwo versus the Jags. Hey, Frank, Hunter Henry, Ferguson, or Okonkwo? I am leaning Okonkwo. Hunter Henry going against Chargers. Chargers are a horrible matchup for the tight ends. And Frank, Herbert or Burrow? I'm going to say Burrow. It's tough, man. It's tough. And let's see, Carlos, you like the Seahawks defense today? Yes. I mean, Caleb takes a lot of sacks. He, he's been known to throw a big greasy pick every now and again. But who are your other options? Because I don't think I want to blindly start the Seahawks, just without knowing who else are your options. So give me a couple other options that you got, and I'll let you know if I would still pick the Seahawks over those other options. Let's see. Toker one sharing a pic of a pipe that he got. Oh, sick, dude. One of those Sherlock Holmes like pipes. Super cool, dude. And that's a fancy case that it came in too. Nice. Now Toker one's gonna be looking all sophisticated like. I like it. Frank said, fuck team defense. Broncos, Raiders, Saints, Vikings. Broncos, Raiders, Saints, Vikings. Definitely not the Broncos. Vikings are tough as well. I think that I would go with the Raiders. It's tough that you got the Vikings and the Broncos, who are good defenses, but they're going up against two of the premier offenses in the league, and that makes me nervous. I really don't want to bank on the Raiders, but it's like, I mean, look at what Green Bay did to the Saints. They might not even be able to move the ball at all. All right, let's see. Andre, start AR5 or Bo Nix. Bo Nix, man. I am not messing with Anthony Richardson. Mongo, full PPR, pick 2 between Charbonnet, BTJ, James Cook. Charbonnet. Charbonnet, and who the hell did the Bills play? Why am I not finding that game? The Jets. This is tough. For now, I'm saying Charbonnet and Brian Thomas Jr. I may change that answer to James Cook. I just want to hear more, about the team's injury reports. And has to think I'm going to start Geno tonight. Yeah, do that, bro. Am I crazy for wanting Spears over Brees? No, you're not crazy. Brees has been sucking, man. It sucks. It's a big decision. Big decision, though. And King D said, Nico sucked, man. What the fuck's going on with Stroud? Well, the Ravens defense, that remember the song Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. I mean, that's been the Ravens defense recently, though. Look at what they did last week to the Steelers. Held them to 17. What about the week before? I mean, I know it's the Giants, but they held the Giants to 14, and one of those I think was like a last second fucking thing. And What about before? I mean, they lost to the Eagles by a couple, but yeah, man, Ravens defense has just been on fire, man. It sucks. And like, one thing to remember, they lost Tank Dell. They had no other wide receivers besides Nico. Like, I know they physically had wide receivers besides Nico, but like, if you're the Ravens, like, would you focus on anybody else besides Nico and Joe Mixon? Like, they did that and they won the game so easily. So easily. Giant says performance is why I was happy to send my 2025 second for Kelsey a few weeks ago. For sure. This performance is why I'm like upset that I even traded away Kelsey in one league. But it's because I traded away so much. Like I got so much. Let's see. Libsy. Starting the flex. Jennings, Devonta, or Sharp. Sharp, baby. The Bears. I mean, they're just a great matchup versus the wide receiver. A great matchup for your running backs. Yes, they can't stop running backs. Tyler said James Conner, not playing for much. Flex Drake London if he's healthy. If it is Penix again, I'm not starting London. I'm not starting London. I would just start James Conner. And yeah, I know they're not playing for much. They're gonna play spoiler versus the Rams, or at least try. And yeah, and Hess, even if Pollard plays, dude, like Spears has been so good. He deserves a flex. And Marco said, maybe one day you'll be able to pronounce my Twitch name. I just already know that it's you, so I try not to. Marco said, missed the cut on the round by like 1.51 points or so. Yeah, it's tough. I had 4 teams in week 16, and none of the 4 are moving forward, man. It's tough. It's tough. Jamie, isn't Caleb on pace to break the sack record? I think it's very close. It's very close. They may pull him in some of these games just to make sure that he doesn't break it. Because, yeah, he's flirting with Burrow's record. What was Burrow's record? 71 or something? That's so many times to get sacked in a season. And Matt said the Herbert O'Duck. Yeah. Carlos, Seahawks, Raiders, or Jags? Yep, I'm with you. Seahawks. The Jags versus the Titans could be okay, but I'm nervous. And Giants shit, totally forgot to check the best ball update this week. Yeah, because I posted it on yesterday morning, but I did not have a chance to go share it in every single league yet. I'm gonna do that after the show because that just takes time. Even if it's like, 10 seconds, it's still 10 seconds times 142, Royal Shoots, what up? Do you play T. Higgins or McMillan? Leaning T. Higgins. And Lipsy, should I start the Vikings defense or grab one of them off waivers? Eagles, Tampa, Raiders, Seahawks. Dude, if you could get the Eagles, get them. Get them. I know with Kenny Pickett, the offense is probably going to be, not holding the ball as long as they normally do, but yeah, I'd be going the Eagles. And has to start one forward. Brees, Spears, leaning Spears as of now, and you don't have to make a choice tonight, right? Yeah, you don't even have to make a choice until Sunday. So yeah, I'm gonna say Spears for now. And Marco said, not sure. I think Caleb got 60 or so. Yeah, so he needs 17. Oh, okay. So maybe not. Maybe he's not on pace. But I thought 71 was the number. But damn, 77. 77. I mean, and maybe it's 76, whatever. But sacked 70 plus times in a year, man. Like, that cannot be fucking good. That could not be good. And Mongo said this could be the Ravens year. O-line is nasty. Suddenly the defense is stout, not to mention 2 league MVP candidates. Yeah, I mean, it's insane that they let the Ravens get Derrick Henry, because yeah, that changes. It's a game changer, man. Like Derrick Henry being that good means Lamar only has to run as a luxury. He only has 3 rushing touchdowns this year because he hasn't needed to push it in. Just give it to the big man. Jamie Charbonnet rushing 69.5 is the line.
69, dudes.
I'd definitely be smashing that over. I'd be looking to do the over on the rushing plus receiving yards because he gets a lot of receptions. That could make it even quicker. And King D said I got Hurts. My opponent had Fab and picked up Bryce and Herbert. My options are Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. O'Connell, Rush, Rudolph, Rattler. I'm going Mac Jones, bro. I'm going Mac Jones. TJ says sack record I thought was David Carr at 72. Someone do the research. Let's see it. Someone Google that shit. Let's see. Marco said, damn, Jordan Love needed one more pass to advance. It's crazy how it like comes down to like this the slimmest margin of victories. And Carlos, Rico versus the Eagles or Pollard. Pollard if he plays. Giants that made the final with 8 teams. Definitely had a few just missed the cut, but I finally got a team into the top 10. There we go. There we go. You, Derek, Crispy, Kidda. Off the top of my head, because I saw your guys' names in there a bunch. Off the top of my head, I know that you were some of the guys who got the most teams to advance. Pretty sure Ziggy and Jay Gamble, like those could be some of the ones who are in the mix as well. I know Ziggy has at least a few. And Tyler said you trust in Rachaad White to get at least 10, 12-ish. Hell yeah, dude. Versus who the hell they play this week? Versus the Panthers? Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. Him and Bucky are going to put up at least that. And Giants said last year I had the highest score by far the week before the final and then came in 6th, hoping my team the correct pick. Dude, there's a team that scored 500 points this week. 500. That is like, you know, I mean, that's almost 10% higher than the next closest person. But yeah, I've seen this before where teams put up crazy ass scores one week. I mean, dude, look at how many people put up insane scores last week in week 15 and then didn't even advance to week 17. So yeah, it's crazy how it all works out, man. And Hesed just grabbed Jonathan Owens off waivers. He's been balling with Hicks out. Looks like Hicks is out tonight. Yeah, well, and seeing like even Hicks being out, that almost doesn't even matter now because Brisker being out, Owens is starting no matter what. You know, whether Hicks was playing or not, that you know they have issues with both starting safety. So yeah, he said with Hurts not playing, I like Owens over Donovan Wilson. Thoughts? Well, see the thing is like I like Donovan Wilson more that Hurts isn't starting. You know, because like if Hurts is starting, you assume that he's not going to be throwing a bunch of interceptions potentially, that they're going to be doing a bunch of ground and pound. And even though Wilson, you know, he'll come up in the box randomly, but yeah, like I feel better about Wilson with Pickett out there, but the way that everything has been going with the Bears and Jonathan Owens, I think I'm starting Jonathan Owens versus Geno because we've seen Geno throw a big ass greasy pick or two. And, you know, with Ken Walker out, they're probably going to be throwing it just a tad bit more than they would if Walker was there. And okay, here we go. Marco said in 2002, David Carr got sacked 76 times his rookie season. Welcome to the NFL, David Carr. Damn, 76 times. As a rookie, man, that sucks. That sucks. And Tucker One, I got you on Rumble here in a sec. Frank said Spears, Cup, Shakir, Stevenson, London, Tracy Pittman. Am I only picking one? If I'm picking one only, I'm picking Cup. And Tucker One said we got 9 starters, and he played Tank Dell, Joe Mixon, Lamar, Jay Hill, and D-Hop. Oh, shit. Okay, so, yeah. So, because of all his bad plays, I mean, you know, except for Lamar. But, yeah, just remember, You don't score until you score because anything can happen. And you don't want to get so happy that you somehow jinx your guys into not doing good. We got to be a good leader. We got to stay mentally strong. And that's what we got to do for our peeps. BSC Productions. I got to pick between Hill, Cup, or Downs. Who would you choose? Probably Cup. Probably Cup. It's going to be hella. Jamie, how cold is it in Cleveland right now? I bet it's going to be hella cold in Cleveland. And Tua sucks when it's cold like that. So yeah, I think I'm going Cup. Damn. Tucker one said he got 46 total points. Fuck. And that was like all Lamar. That was like all Lamar. Whoo, look at that. Hess said that was me. I scored 504 in the 13. Whoo, that's a shitload. And I one time this year I've scored over 500. It was so much that my opponent was like, damn, bro, just save some of those points for the future. He had to use them all on me. And Roy shoots. If Kamara plays this week, you're starting him over Spears. Kamara has no reason to play. I don't think that he plays at all. So I'm just going to say no as of now. And if he does end up, playing, come back and I'll answer based on that. But I just really don't think Kamara is going to play. And Robert on Facebook, what up, homie? He said, made it to the championship. Both my leagues, they're both $200 10-man leagues, decent money involved. I just want to thank you, bro, for all the advice this year. Definitely went a long way in getting me thus far. Appreciate you, bro. Make sure you pay it back by going to 420crew.com. Go get signed up as a paid member. Join the community because it's going to take your knowledge from here all the way through the roof. And Sutton, Aaron Jones, T. Higgins, Neighbors, Devonta Smith need 3. Just remember, don't take this answer as a final answer because it is only Thursday, even though we already have 2 games in the books. I am leaning Sutton. I am leaning Aaron Jones, revenge narrative. And T. Higgins, boom, baby, let's get it. Marco said, made 379 points with my fuck team, with my fuck offense team. Had 3 donuts, bro. 379, and you had 3 donuts. Fuck, man. And my top scoring team, I think it was like 330 something, came short. Tyler said bold prediction, Packers make the Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean, that's super bold because, the Vikings seem better. The Eagles seem better. And the Lions seem better. They got a tough road ahead, but, if they could win some games on the road, you can make it happen. I mean, shit, isn't like one of the last times that the Packers made the Super Bowl? Weren't they like a wild card team? Might be mistaken on that. But I swore that they were. And BSC, Vikings D, Green Bay, or the Eagles. No, Vikings D versus Green Bay or the Eagles. I'm leaning on the Eagles versus the Cowboys. Because no matter what, no matter how we slice this, Eagles are still one of the better defenses in the league. One thing that does suck, though, is if Hurts is not there, it doesn't make their defense worse, but it means that their defense is going to be on the field more because their offense is going to be worse. Marco said, look up week 12 in the unnecessary toughness if I had like 3 more offense. Let's see. But I'd still lean on the Eagles, though, because Vikings, they're actually going against a good team. I know that the Cowboys, they put up some points here and there, but better defense and better matchup. So that's why I'd be leaning. Let me see. Let me go try to find it real quick, Marco. What's unnecessary roughness? 62. Let's see. Let's see. What week? Week 12. Damn, you were the top scoring team in the league that week. Damn, you didn't even have a quarterback. A second quarterback. Damn. Marco, bro, that team would have been good, man. Damn it. That team would have been good, bro. And Marco said, player in this team, player in this team probably made. I did make the playoffs in this one. I think I was number one. Yeah, I was number one throughout the season. But yeah, I'm sure there's at least one team that snuck in because you messed up on the draft. Chat on Facebook. What up, bro? Make sure you come to YouTube. Type in Fantasy Football Hustler. Charbonnet or Irving. Dude. That sucks that those are your choices. I'd almost go Charbonnet. Like, I don't know how you sit either one of these guys because most times that people ask me, should I start this person or the other person? Like, for those guys, I'm probably going to be picking them. For most people, you got to play both against each other. Who else do you have on your team? Who are your other running backs? Ooh, Gus Edwards just listed from questionable to out. And John said, what up? He said, thanks for all your hard work. Appreciate you, bro. Hurts or Kyler? I don't think Hurts is going to play. So Kyler and then Murray or Rudolph. Go Murray. And then John, Garrett Wilson or JSN. I really don't want to start JSN over Garrett Wilson, but I feel like I have to. I think I would go JSN. Marcus, I was way too tired that night to do the raft. My Q list was obviously too short. He said, but IDP wise, I killed it every week. I believe it, bro. Probably, dude, like your whole team's IDP, you had like the top hitters every single week. Oh man. All right. I got some nice weed from the dispo yesterday. One thing that I do like about the dispensaries is most of them, they have apps now, and like, just like fast food places, you spend money, you get your points and all that. And man, so it's nice. I feel like I almost get a free half ounce of like almost maybe every other month. I feel like this month I got so many points, and I went on Thanksgiving to get like the extra points. I went on Christmas to get the extra points, and I just got my free half ounce and used those points, and like we're almost at another free half ounce again. Let's go. And what up, Song? He said, I got one team left in the best ball. Man, it's one more than me, bro. Salute. That's one more than me. All my teams fell this week, and like, man, sucks because I thought I had a couple good teams. Hey, Tim, what up, bro? And John said, I actually need two out of Garrett Wilson, AJ Brown, JSN. You're not sitting AJ Brown, even if it's Kenny Pickett. Like he just kept force feeding him. Like, we're not sitting him. Hey, I'll go AJ Brown and JSN, bro. And Chandler, my other RBs are Gibbs and Henry. Okay. Yeah. Go Charbonnet. It's a better matchup. Both are great matchups, though. The only thing about Bucky is he shares work with White, and Charbonnet's not really going to be sharing work with anybody. Hey, what up, Ship-a-Foos? What up? And Tim, he said, go ahead and what the hell? TJ said, count my blessings, and the number 24 snagged Kamara off injury off free agency yesterday. Dude, what? Now I got to go check that league. Like, is it one? Which one is it, TJ? One that I'm the commissioner of. Which number 24? Because there's multiple number 24s. That's what's crazy. Let me know if it is. I gotta go check. I gotta make sure that people aren't just dropping. Like Kamara's someone who shouldn't be dropped in a dynasty. And so let me see. Tim, Guarendo, Jefferson, DK, Ford, Myers, McMillan, 2 wide receivers, 1 running back, 1 flex. Wide receivers, I'm going Jefferson and DK. Running back, Spears, and then the flex, Thielen. Shipperfoos, Johnston, McLeod, or Douglas. I think I'm going to go QJ against the Patriots. And Jamie, what do you think about Roshan TD tonight? I mean, the Seahawks have been a little tough, but I don't really like Swift. Like, I feel like they should always be putting Roshan in over Swift at the goal line. John said Hawk or stream Chogo. I'm assuming Okonkwo, Chig. I'm gonna go Hawk. Coach C, what up, bro? He said happy holidays. Said thanks for everything that you've done for us this year. Hell yeah, bro. And dude, let me know. You coming to Vegas for WrestleMania? Let me know, bro. Ooh, Xavier Leggett just went questionable. All right. Here we go. Smoke more, and we'll see if anybody else is coming in here in the chat. I got the night before on right now. Today's probably one of the last days of watching Christmas movies. And it's on the part where they're at Anthony Mackie's house or whatever, and they like sat down to like dinner, and Seth Rogen's all tripping. And he's getting the fucking the wafers. Okay, I don't think Kamara's gonna play though. I thought you were talking about a dynasty. Yeah, I don't think Kamara's gonna play. Maybe that's why he was dropped. Was there anybody else dropped who was questionable over there? Like anybody who maybe shouldn't have been dropped? But I'm on the part with Seth Rogen where he's getting the pictures from James Franco. And he's like, have you never sucked a dick before? Let's see. Now, let me see. Looking to see. I guess that guy. Yeah, I'm just going to lock his team. I know he's going for 3rd place, but he's dropping people that he shouldn't really be dropping. Oh, man. Just got an update that Malik Neighbors is a game-time decision. And calling himself a game-time decision, yeah, that means he's not playing. The business decision for sure. He shouldn't play. There's no reason for him to play. And the Colts have actually been a tough matchup for they've actually been a tough matchup for wide receivers, especially as of late. So yeah, everybody take this as your notice to not start Malik Neighbors no matter what this week. Just get somebody else in there. And Tyler, why do I want to start Baker over Burrow? Because they're playing the Panthers, probably. He said probably won't, but Baker could get 3 to 4 TDs, I feel. Yeah. And I played Baker over Patrick Mahomes. And I I feel bad about it now because my team would be winning by so much more if I had like Patrick Mahomes in, but I am confident in Baker as well. They still need to win. They're at home. The Panthers have been really good at creating QB1s. The Broncos have a way better defense than the Panthers. That's not even debatable. So I feel it's also Joe Burrow having that Q next to his name, right? Like that's also one of those things. Oh yeah, dude. I forget how young you are, Coach C. Dude, because you're doing like such big things now, man. It's hard to believe that that you are the age that you are. But yeah, he said I'm going to Vegas when I can gamble and turn 21 in 2026. Yeah, Vegas is I feel like once you go to Vegas, you might not care about gambling after you already go. Because like I live in Vegas now and I really don't care about gambling. And once you realize the casinos just literally rig everything, everything's rigged, man. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Everything's rigged. That's why if you're a good player, you got to be really raking them in. But if you're a really good player, they don't even let you play. Never happened to me. I'm always someone step right up. And Tyler said, Baker it is. Just remember, I always say, do not take a Thursday answer as a final answer. That game's not till midday on Saturday. Make sure you come back. I'll be back again before then. We'll make sure because things could change. CB3, what up? Brees Hall or Cook? Kind of leaning Cook, man. And TJ, thoughts on starting White and Irving? Other option would be Pollard. Start them both, bro. If Pollard doesn't play this week, I would not feel bad about starting White and Bucky against the Panthers. This is like one of the best matchups that you can have as a running back, and they both get enough work to be relevant. They're both RB2s or flexes at minimum. And CB3, you put this question in like 3 times now. Put in a little emoji or something so I know that you actually heard the answer. And Zeb said, "Fuck those casinos." Yes, sir. Yeah, just the way that you double your money at a casino. You go in the casino, you fold your money over so you have double, and then you just walk away. And Matt said, Commish Powers. Hell yeah, man. These motherfuckers. Why are these guys fucking dropping people? Look, this fucking guy drops K. Dotton for Malik Washington and then drops Malik Washington. Like, what the hell's going on? And Mongo said, bro, to Q next to his name each of the last few weeks. I'm hoping he comes out balling this week. I'm assuming that he will. I was just saying, like mentally, when we see the Q next to someone's name and we have another good option, it automatically makes us want to go with that other option. So I'm not worried about Burrow not starting or anything. I'm not worried about the Q. The places that I got Burrow, which we're ready to fire him up, baby. We are ready to fire him up.
All right. Fire him up.
And Coach C said, appreciate you. Make it happen. 2025 is the year we both build our bands tremendously. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Has said, really revenge gamer Spears. I think I'm going Spears still. Hey, shout out to Mark. What up, bro? Playoff league's about to start, baby. So if you guys don't know, I host leagues for the NFL playoffs. They're going to start drafting literally the day that week 18 ends. That Sunday, the 5th, January 5th, all the games start at 10 o'clock in the morning, West Coast time. The drafts are going to be starting that evening. It's going to be fucking dope. So there's $20 buy-ins, $35 buy-ins, and $55 buy-ins. The $20 ones are a new one, new buy-in. We didn't do anything that cheap the year before, any of the years before. I've been doing these since 2021. But I wanted to get leagues where we could get more new people in. I know there's some people who they don't want to throw down 35 or 55. But a smooth dub, like, man, that's fun. For 3 weeks of action, and a draft. 3 weeks of action and a draft for $20. 21 something after the tax. Super worth it. Hit me up, guys. If you go to 420crew.com, that's the best way that you can stay in the loop of everything. And Marco said, dynasty wise, keep Donald Schwarzenegger, Dangerous, or Crispy's most favorite QB of all time. Dude, why would you have to get rid of one of them? And I mean, I know that, like, it's your what's it called? It's your dynasty where it's like the super keeper league or whatever, but you can only keep 2 QBs, or like, what is the give me more info on that, Marco. Give me more info on that, because I don't want to drop any of them. They're all starters in the NFL, and they will be next year too. And Zeb said McMillan, Robinson, Pittman, or Ray McLeod. Pick one. I'm going McMillan, bro. Yeah. Pittman's got a tough matchup. And JT could fucking teabag the Giants this week. Luis in the house. What up, bro? Zeb said Gibson. Most hurt or Abdullah. Bro, Abdullah is not even in the same stratosphere as those guys. Have you seen the points that Abdullah has been scoring lately versus those guys? Come on, man. Abdullah, bro. Ain't even close. And Luis Lamar yesterday making up for my matchup, making my matchup a little bit more winnable. Going against a stacked ass team. Projections were 126 to 141. Now 133 to 141. Let's go. So you're telling me there's a chance?
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah. This is why don't even look at projections. You can go look at who your team has, who your opponent has, and everything. Don't look at the projections. All it does is fuck with your head one way or the other. Either it makes you think that you're going to win, or it makes you think that you're going to lose. But either way, just thinking that you're going to win, or you should always know that you're going to win. But like, once you see projections, sometimes it makes you do things differently, starts and sits wise. That's what I don't want people to do. Tyler said, so it's a fantasy league just for the playoffs. What platform? So there's only a couple platforms that allow this. I hate every other platform besides Sleeper. And if Sleeper offered this platform, I would not be doing it anywhere other than Sleeper. And yes, it's just for the playoffs. And Sleeper does not offer this format yet. So I use Fantrax. It's the best out of every other one that's available. It's not that tough to use. It's not as good as Sleeper. I'll be the first to say that, but it is the best out of every single option that is available. And trust me, I've looked at all the other ones. We don't want to use things like My Fantasy League or whatever, MFL. Like, dude, no, that's the one that most people use. And no, it's horrible. So Fantrax, and yeah, just let me know and I can give you the rundown. I can send the bylaws so you can check out everything. It's gonna be super fun. And what Crispy say? What? Who? Zeb said, he's talking about Dak, man, your favorite QB. And Zeb said Rush, Mac Jones, or Rudolph. Oh, and that's why Crispy said who? Mac Jones. It's not gonna be Rush versus the Eagles. I'm probably going Mac Jones, bro. Jamie said Witherspoon on Allen and Woolen on DJ Moore. You think Adunze can have a sneaky game? It's like a yes and no. It could be almost too sneaky, I'm nervous about all these are volume plays to me, and Adunze is the only one who's not a volume play. Could it be a sneaky play? For sure, because the games that we've seen Adunze do good, it's usually when there's a couple good cornerbacks out there that are slowing down DJ. I want to score more, and Keenan Allen and, Woolen and Witherspoon, I feel like are going to slow him down a little bit. But Adunze is still kind of like a dart throw, like flex, guy to me. And when I say dart throw flex, it's usually the guys that are, being ranked, I feel like outside the top 36, to where you're like a wide receiver 4 almost, a running back 4, or whatever. And really, it's not even a running back 4. Maybe it's like a running back 3, but it's like you're just, you're labeled so low. And Danny said pick 2, Jennings, Neighbors, or Hubbard. I I don't want to play Neighbors. Neighbors just declared himself a game time decision. Tough matchup. So just out of default, it's going to be Jennings and Hubbard. And Bucks have not been a good running back for the what's it called? They have not been a good running back matchup. And Tyler, I'm going to send you the bylaws right now. Give them a skim read whenever you got some time. Let me see. Where is that? There we go. It's all easy stuff, but it's all very laid out. So someone could just read that and then not have any questions. But yeah, any questions you got, let me know. And Hess said Ridley or Guarendo. As of right now, Ridley. If I hear more about Guarendo, maybe, but also nervous about that matchup. Marco said you only keep a max of 2 QBs in that league during the season, max of 3. Man, dude, change your league to sleeper and ditch these fucking, tell them to ditch these dumbass rules, man. I would keep Dak and like Dak's the one who's secure, like contract wise and shit. It's Darnold, Schwarzenegger, and Dangerous, right? They're the ones who are not really secure, but I like Darnold more. That's who I'd be keeping. And Tyler just sent you that info. And Jake, what up, bro? He said, I got Bo Nix and my QB slot for the championship week, back-to-back years in the championship. Let's go. He said, this channel's helped a lot. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. And one thing, I know that, everybody out there probably listens to more people than just myself. And I appreciate everyone who rocks with me because, like, especially now, I mean, there's dozens and probably hundreds of fantasy content creators that you can follow. And, especially when we're talking about guys like the fantasy footballers, and shit like that. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys, tuning in when you do. And like, I know for a lot of people, like tuning in literally all the time, damn near every single show, if not every single show. So I really, really appreciate that. One thing that I want everybody to do, if you're rocking with other shows or you're just talking to other content creators, maybe in social posts, ask them how many championships they are in. Ask them how many championships they are in. And you know what? Every time I ask, 9 times out of 10, you know what they say? Not as many as I'd like. Oh, they won't even give the number because they're so embarrassed of the number. But that's one thing that I really want everybody to do, because there's a lot of people out there who give advice. Like, okay, you ever heard that saying? Damn it. Now I'm like fucking up on the saying. This is like my high version of the saying where they're like, it's like people teach because they can't do. People who do, but people who can't teach. It's so true, especially with fantasy football. There's so many people out there who I see content creators who've only been playing fantasy football for a year or two, and they're out here giving advice because they know more than some of the casuals who are out there. But yeah, start asking content creators how many championships they play in. And you can start with me if you want. How many championships they are playing in this week. Zeb, Purdy, Hurts, Burrow, and Bo Nix. Pick 2 QBs to start. Burrow and Bo Nix as of now. And then Higgins or Cook. Higgins, baby. And Mongo, sorry if you answered this already, but is the playoff league best ball or weekly? No, I didn't answer it, and it's weekly. So you actually have to set a lineup. But trust me, your lineup won't be that deep. Like in week 1, you may have a couple decisions, of like who you're going to play. If you have decisions on who you're going to start in week 2 or week 3, you drafted very, very well. And, it's 12-team leagues. So, most people, like maybe you have 2, like there's going to be maybe like 1 or 2 teams that have 2 quarterbacks, but you can only play one of them, at a time. So that could be someone that you have like on your bench. But yeah, so you do have to set a start and sit, but your starts and sits probably will not be hard. It probably won't. And Luis said, yeah, I don't care about projections, bro. I've seen crazy stuff happen where projections didn't matter at the end of the day. So just bringing up my projections as proof that it don't matter. You damn right. And that's once you get to that level, you are already so much higher off, like mentally, than so many people that play fantasy football. Because like there's just so many people who literally do things based off of the projections that they see, and that like makes people fuck up. And Jake said Woolen isn't even good. Trust me, as a Hawks fan, he's trash, guys. Player guys against Seattle. Hey man, Woolen is that guy. Woolen is that guy. So I'm not saying that anybody on the Bears can't do anything, but yeah. And Mark said, I'm just getting to join the show. Not sure if y'all talked about it already, but let's see what's the next part. But y'all think Hurts plays or sits? Yeah, so I did mention it. I think he sits. Luckily, we have all the way until Sunday. Oh, but you're talking about Caleb now, see. But I don't want to start Caleb anyways. Fuck that. Let me see. So the backup options, Bryce Young, decent matchup versus the Bucks. Not if he's missing a bunch of guys though. Caleb, AR, Mac Jones, Mason Rudolph, or Aiden O'Connell. Whew, man. I would kind of just be waiting until Sunday. I wouldn't even want to put my I wouldn't even want to be mentally making this choice right now because there's going to be a lot of things that happen between now and Sunday. I just wouldn't start Caleb. Like, fuck it. Don't start Caleb. Let's see what the weather's like out there right now. I don't know if it's going to be hella windy or anything. There's a 34% chance of rain tonight. That wouldn't be good. Not super windy, though. It says 8-mile-per-hour southeast winds. So luckily for him, not super windy. And 44 degrees. So it ain't cold. Like 44, like, yeah, that's like cold compared to like 70s and 80s, but that's not cold for a football game. But the rain, though, yeah, the rain's another reason that I'd just be nervous about Caleb, man. So yeah, I would just wait till Sunday. And Patrick, what up? Seahawks or Raiders? Ooh, I'm gonna go Seahawks. And Marco said if I keep more QBs, I have to drop some other player. Well, good. Keep the fucking QBs, man. It's a super flex league. The quarterbacks are the most valuable out of every position. Super flex, right? Super flex. And Zeb said Strange or Kraft for the tight end, dude. I'll go Kraft. Johnny said the dude who runs Flock Fantasy has one team. Exactly. And that's like one of the guys who gives the most advice, right? But like, it's different. Where if you don't play in a bunch of leagues, like your start sit button, you don't even care. Because like it doesn't even affect you at all. My start sits that I give, it's affecting 13 of my championships right now. 13. Gotta be on point. And Corey said, just here to talk some shit. Corey, we appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Because I know that, we talk so much about football that sometimes people don't come around because, like, if it's not a topic that they're currently involved with. So I appreciate you, Corey. You're the fucking man, dude. Just know it. I really appreciate you. Jamie said, I'm in too many championships. See, like, that's why I fuck with people like Jamie, because like he's out there doing the damn thing. He's in the championship in one of the toughest leagues that I played in this year. And I didn't even make the playoffs. Had the highest scoring team and didn't make the playoffs. Like, that's my luck. I would say in the second hardest league that I played in this year, I drafted the best team and had the most points and didn't make the fucking playoffs. Like, that's how hard that league fucking was. 14 teamer with nothing but savages, all content creators, and Crispy. And Crispy is fucking whooping on everybody. Whooped on me twice. And Marco said, when we get another vote, we probably change the sleeper, but that won't change the roster limits and QBs and tight ends and number of keepers in general. It should. It should, because if you go to sleeper, you guys need to switch to a full-blown dynasty, man. Full-blown dynasty, bro. Like, that's a choice that you guys should make. Dynasty. Because you guys are playing, like, all you guys call it a dynasty, and you're in a keeper league. Switch to that dynasty, bro. Upgrade it. Upgrade it. Marco said a change to sleeper would be nice for the start of that league. Yeah, and you can literally do it like in 2 weeks. You can start setting everything up in 2 weeks. And you can even input league history, bro. That's something new that they added. You can input your league history if someone wants to take the time to do that. How fucking cool is that? And TJ, Kevin O'Connell is a great example. He was a bad QB, but that man could coach any QB in the league. Yeah. And Jamie said projections suck ass. Amari Cooper's been projected for 14 points for a couple weeks, dude. Wow. How is he even projected for double-digit points? Like, dude, so dumb. So dumb. Zeb said Kraft, Hunter Henry, Strange, Kincaid. Pick one tight end to start. Probably Kincaid, bro. Has said DJ, I want to score more. Keenan. Ooh. That's tough, man. I kind of think I'm leaning Keenan. Because he's the second thought. Like, he's kind of the afterthought, you know? Papa J said, man, I got Nico. That sucks, bro. Hopefully you got more hitters. Let's stay positive, because I got Mixon in 2 leagues going right now, and maybe 3 leagues. It sucks. Hey, shout out to Bakes, who just hopped in on Rumble. What up, Bakes? Giant said, I started Bryce over CJ, and it felt yucky at the time, but it feels darn good now, bro. Salute, man. I mean, a way better matchup. And that's crazy. Like, did you ever think in a million years, if you go back to the beginning of the season, that you would be starting Bryce Young over CJ Stroud with a championship on the line? But that's fantasy football, man, and we got to make those tough decisions. We got to. And that's a very tough decision. I don't even know if I could have given the advice of starting Bryce over CJ, but the matchup a million times better. It's like one is like the worst matchup and one is damn near one of the best, So, yeah, people say start your studs. It's not about starting your studs. You start your studs in your great matchups, but it's all about the matchups, baby. It always has been, and it always will be. And sometimes you're that much of a stud that we play you in a bad matchup. Look at Joe Mixon. Look at Nico. Who else sucked for us this week? Look at really, that's it. Everyone else we already knew their matchups, really. And Bakes, he says, start one on Rumble out of Rashad, Addison, Tank Bigsby, or Guerendo. As of right now, I'm leaning Rashad White as of right now. And would you start a Conquo over Bowers as well? No. As long as it's what's his name, Aiden O'Connell, I want Bowers, and it's a great matchup versus the Saints. They're indoors. We ain't got to worry about nada. They are indoors. Hey, what up, Kelly? And said, hey, Alex, I got Witherspoon. Play him, Denzel Ward, or Geno Stone. I'm leaning on Geno Stone. He has been very good over the last couple weeks. He was one of the guys who in my own leagues last week, I played a lot of Geno Stone. And, he did good enough. He got an interception. Teams throw on the Bengals a lot. And I'm going Geno. Marco said, same with my linebackers. Have to decide on who to drop. Burns, Levante, Nakobe, Henley, Logan Wilson. See, you wouldn't see, that's the cool thing about dynasties. You don't have to actually think, what great players on my team do I have to cut? That's the big thing. That's because that forces people to trade. Like the way that you're doing it, really forces people never to have to trade in that league, right? Like trades in that league do not happen a lot, I bet. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. The one that I would be dropping it's either Burns or Henley. That's what's tough, man. And Henley's great, but things change with the Chargers a lot, and it's not like he was like drafted there and he's like a rookie or a second year guy. Henley could literally not even be with the team next year. Yeah, Ship of Foo said Fantasy Flock knows nothing. You said it, not me, bro. But yeah, it's you know, I'm glad you guys know that I know my shit. And Marco says, if it was a super flex league, I would only have to ask you. He said only single QB. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So, I mean, answer stays the same. And Luis, how many ships you playing in this week? I'm in 2 or 3. Ditch the big platform guys like Fantasy Pros, Salvetra, etc. for the high stakes experts and smaller stats based guys. Alex knows this stuff. You the man. So I'm in 13 championships out of 37. Out of 37 total redraft and dynasties. I played in 28 dynasties. I'm in 10 championships, and I played in 9 redraft, and I'm in 3 championships, and one of those is a 32-man league. And it's crazy, man. I got lucky. I played against Hurts. I probably would have won, you know, depending on what Hurts did anyways, but that made it to where the guy already mentally quit getting farther into the game. So yeah, 13 championships. And Kelly, let me know. Oh, wait, this is a different one. Yeah, go Gino in that one too. And Marco made to the finals 75% of my leagues. Nice. There we go. Zeb said Devonta Smith, Jennings, London, and Shakir. It's either Jennings or Smith, and kind of leaning Smith. And Tyler, my football team used to be the San Diego Chargers, but when they moved to LA, I became a free agent, and now it's strictly fantasy football. So I feel like it's also one of the better things that ever has happened to me because now I'm just unbiased about everybody. We said Kluge from fantasy football guys and one championship in 10 leagues. He said, want. We said, listen to Alex for real. Plus he smokes 420 friendly. Yes, sir. And see, for me, the weed's a performance enhancement drug, man. You know, all these sober ass guys out there just like trying to think and, you know, just not thinking the right way. And J Phil, what do the Hertz owners do? It's, you look for another option. There's kind of no other option right now. It's looking for someone else. He said I have him with Purdy on my bench. May, Bryce Young, Rudolph are all on waivers. It'd be Purdy. Yeah. It'd be Purdy. Chargers are a tough matchup for May. I mean, Bryce, I mean, it is a decent matchup versus the Bucks, but I feel like I would just play Purdy over Bryce. Marco said, no, it's a keeper league. Stop trying to convince my league mates a long time ago. I know, but I'm going to keep trying to convince you because it's going to get so annoying that you just keep bringing it up. Guys got to jump into the deep end of the pool, man. It's like you guys have been like treading water in the shallow end. Tell them to jump into the deep end of the pool. And Kelly need 2 out of Stafford, Bryce Young, Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. I'm going to go. I'm going to go Stafford and Mac Jones here. The answer could change, but yeah, that's where I'm leaning as of right now. Papa J got Puka, BTJ, AJ Brown left, got JSN Adams on the bench. Dude, how you putting Adams on the bench, bro? Oh man. Woo!
This shit right here, y'all should have bought a Honda. Some of y'all just need to smoke some weed and see if it don't help the quality of your motherfucking life. Don't give me that shit about it's a drug. It ain't no motherfucking drug. I done the research. It's just a plant. It just grows like that. And if you should happen to set it on fire, there are some effects.
Let's see. Zeb no go with Hurts, rush or lock. You're fucked either way. I guess Rush. Let me check that. I swore he was I swore he was a fourth year guy. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, thanks, Johnny. Yeah, I swore that I don't know why in my head that he was a fourth year guy for them, and this was like him bit. Huh? Who the fuck? Now I'm wondering who the fuck am I confusing him with? But yes, okay. So Henley, second year guy, will be with the Chargers next year. Definitely, he was a third round pick in 2023, paying dividends for them for sure. Jay Phil, I'm in 3 championships in all 3 leagues. Let's fucking go. Third round pick, even better. And Ty said solid. I respect it. Yeah, he said I'm a Chicago Bears fan thinking about free agency. You know, here's what I like. You know, a 20-year-old me like wouldn't, you know, all about the fucking loyalty, right? But these teams do not give a fuck about us, right? And I'm telling you, like, if your happiness, even a percentage of your happiness is based on the team that you cheer for because it was just the city that you happen to fucking be born in or grow up in or whatever, you know, I'm just like, fantasy football has made it to where these teams should have to earn our loyalty. Like, these teams do not have to earn our loyalty. We just blindly follow, and fuck that, man. Fuck that. They need to do work to earn us as fans of the team, because now sports bettors, fucking fantasy football goers, like, I think that there's more sports bettors and fantasy football goers, you know, in the country, in the world, than there are people who are diehard for their team. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think? True, false? And Bake said that was weird. Rumble's glitching. Maybe change the megabits per second down. I know that's something that I keep telling people to do. It always sets it to the highest, but if you drop it, you know, to like the next one down, usually that cuts down some of the glitchier bufferiness. Marco said, but after the draft, I have to drop some players in your league when the taxi squad is still full. No, you don't. Yeah, you won't have to do that for a while. And like, unless you're trying to pick players up, you don't have to drop players until August. Even that, you know, you have to drop players until September if you technically don't want to. And Josh said Debo or Keenan. Man. Based on Guarendo, like, so I feel like I would just go Keenan, man. I have neighbors, but he's listed as questionable. Yeah, and he said today he's calling himself a game time decision. So, like, that doesn't sound good. He's calling himself a game time decision right now. I would assume that he's just not playing. Papa J said IDP, current lineup, Mo Rig, David, Ugo, Nolan Smith, Davis. Do I swap and put Grenard in? Like, could you put Grenard in for any of them? Or like, who would be the options that you put him in for? Thought Nico would Dell out. I mean, there's always a school of thought about one guy's missing, so one guy's going to get hyper targeted. But like, really good defenses can just take one player away, you know. And the Chiefs the Ravens are really good defense. They just took him away. They played a safety over top of him like most of the game, and like, it wasn't they weren't good high percentage passes for Stroud, and he just didn't make those passes. You know, he didn't force feed him. And Zeb said Hurts, Mayfield, or Herbert. I'm going to go Mayfield. And Marco said, you're just stoned. That's why he thought he was a fourth-year guy. I better not tell you what you said when I drafted him. Well, in a league like yours, why would you need to draft him? You know, like in a league like yours, why would you need to draft him? I got Henley off the waiver wire in all of, like, everywhere that I have Henley, I got him off the waiver wire this year in Dynasty. All these dynasties. Nobody was picking him. And if people did pick him, unless you left him in your taxi squad for those 2 years, you probably just got rid of him anyways. Zeb said 18 leagues, most of them dynasty, 10 championships, not bad. Hell yeah, there we go. There we go. What up, Alex? He said I got Hurts, Richardson, Caleb's looking like AR is out Sunday. Do I start Caleb tonight, assuming Hurts is out, or wait for Hurts? And then I would have to play Mason Rudolph in the championship. Man, as much as I don't like Caleb, I feel like, yeah, it is a good matchup for Rudolph, though. Like, man, it's tough, bro. It's tough. I really don't think Hurts is playing. I really don't. And I think I would start Caleb. Ugh, yuck. Zeb, Drake, London, or Debo. Fuck, man. Probably going Debo. I don't want anybody with Penix. And Bakes on Rumble. A Conquo or Kincaid? I got Allen and Shakir. I mean, I wouldn't make my start-sit decision based on, you having those two guys as well, because if I think someone's going to ball, I just think they're going to ball anyways. I think I'm going to go Chig. In this one. Better matchup. And Jamie said, anyone, Stafford or a Georgia Bulldog fan? I have a chance to win an autographed Stafford college card, but I have no use for it. If I win, I want to do a raffle. I mean, hell yeah, man. Let's get in the mix. Johnny said, I feel like you or a team relocates that gives you a free pass to take up a fandom of a new team. Yeah. I'm like, I'll never cheer for the Raiders, I like my current situation being a free agent. Because it's funny, there's always people trying to recruit me to like be a fan of their team. And I'm like, okay, well, what do you have to offer? Come on, make me a deal. And Zeb said, gonna go to the Rose Bowl. Nice. Oregon versus Ohio State. Nice, bro. Nice. Should be a good game. And Marco said, that's what I meant at some point before the season starts. I have to drop players. Okay. Well, yeah, but like literally like at some point before the season starts, that could literally be September 1st, like in your league, like you have to drop players now, or well, at least when the season's over, right? And season's over after this week. Johnny Orr, like NBA, never had a team until I moved to Denver, but I used to root for Ray Allen because he was all we had in Connecticut. Hell yeah. And yeah, see, like with me, when I was born and San Diego, like, I mean, they had the Clippers at one point, but like they moved before I was even born. So it was like, I was never even alive when the San Diego Clippers like existed. I do have a San Diego Clippers shirt though. That is pretty tight. I haven't worn that since I haven't worn any of my sports gear in a long time. But yeah, and Johnny, I the same with cheering for Ray Allen, man. That's Jesus Shuttlesworth right there, bro. He's a fucking man. And it made me so happy when Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen teamed up with Paul Pierce, because I always liked them all separately, and then for them to somehow like make that happen and bring the teams together, bring all three together somehow, and then beat the Lakers. That was hilarious. And Jay Phil, what do you value McMillan as in Dynasty? I have a 13-player keeper league. Was thinking about keeping him. I mean, I'd probably keep him. He's like probably one of your last like keepers. It depends on who you have, but he's a rookie. Who the fuck? Who the hell is ringing the doorbell? Sorry. I mean, let me know who are some of the last guys on your bench. And look at Bakes over on Rumble. Raiders. And Corey said, people don't want to check you out. Why people hooked on the fantasy flock? I don't get it. He's just popular. That's it. Like his claim to fame, at least what he says, because it's probably not even true. Maybe I should just start lying as well. But he says that he won some underdog tournament and won like, I don't know, 100,000 or 50,000 or like some shit like that. Whoa, baby, this is cool. Someone brought this up the other day. Look at this. Johnny, was this you who brought it up? Badder Santa. I'm gonna have to check this out because I've never seen it. Yeah, the unrated version of it. Nice, baby. Thank you. Getting Christmas presents after Christmas. I love it. But yeah, that fantasy flock guy. It's because so many people don't get answered. Sometimes people will come over here from fantasy flock. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, because I look like it's the presentation, like he's like a stoner. He's a non-stoner and like, in the same like suit and tie like every day, but like people don't realize it's the same suit and tie unless you like watch him over and over. But that's probably it. The presentation, people see me, I'm just rocking a t-shirt, smoking a bong, got like, even though like my clothes and fits are always like dope and super matched and everything, people just see me smoking a bong and that, some people are like, oh, why would I even take advice from a stoner? But for all the 420 crew members who come in and they're like, oh, dude, this guy's smoking weed and giving fantasy advice. The weed be letting you know. Papa Jack could put in Grenard in one of 4 of those spots. 4 of those spots, only one is for DB. Okay. If anybody, it's over Ugo. I'm still a little pissed about Ugo. I could have been in more championships had he got like 10 or 12 more points. Marcus, I drafted Henley 39.10 pick and the number 5 Superflex IDP caught my eye and then I picked him up. Nice. Good shit, bro. Hey, salute. Mark Jai said I tried to get Henley and Overshown in every startup this year. Yeah, definitely got a lot of Overshown. Zeb said, hey, Vikes purple Jefferson jersey look good on you, bro. I mean, someone wants to send me a Justin Jefferson jersey, hey, maybe. Who knows? You haven't seen me rocking any gear, lately, because like I just want to rock the 420 crew gear now. I'm just gonna keep buying more and more shirts every time they go on sale through that site. And Marco said, I have to drop players / lock-in keepers shortly before we do the draft. Okay. So when's that? Do you guys do it in like May or like do you do that in August? Okay. So you got time either way as well. But yeah, you guys also have no off season, like, right? Like there's no like trades going on in your league. There's no like pickups or anything. So like your league's literally going on pause, right? Like after this week, your league's going on pause from the end of December until when? Like, when can you actually start doing things in that league again? And has said it's the sport coat. It totally is, man. And I don't know why. I come from, I guess I have enough street smarts to realize that people dress up a certain way to make people think of them a certain way, and like, I don't know, like I just, maybe one of these days I'll be a suit and tie guy, but if I could still make enough money to do everything that I'm doing, like, I really don't want to have to fake being who I am. Zeb said, I grew up in Minnesota, met Chris Carter, Cole Pepper, Randy Moss. I became a fan. I mean, dude, I was a fan of that 1998 Minnesota Vikings team. Like the Chargers, even back when the Chargers lost the Super Bowl, got their shit pushed in as bad as it did, I lost respect for them right there. Like I was always like a fan of other teams with players that I liked, even though I cheered for the Chargers. A lot of times there wasn't a lot to cheer for. But like, yeah, and dude, NFL 2K, remember, came out with Randy Moss on the cover. Like, man, I was like the hugest Randy Moss fan when he came out, when he joined the league. How about that? Not when he came out. And man, I mean, isn't he battling cancer or something right now? Yeah, let's hope everything works out for him, man. And Marcus said usually a day or two after that. Some players, bring his Conger gets traded to the Eagles. Dotson. Fucking Dodson.
Well, obviously.
Jamie said I brought up that movie in the. Okay, that's who it was. I couldn't remember who did. It was Jamie. Yeah, there we go. And Vanessa found it. So yeah, we're gonna watch. I watched Bad Santa yesterday, actually. But yeah, we're gonna watch Badder Santa. We're gonna see what the differences are. And Dustin on Facebook, Tua or Sam Darnold. I would much rather play Sam Darnold, who's going to be at home, versus Tua in the cold and potentially rain. Yeah, he just, he doesn't. It's not even going to be that cold. But yeah, what's up, man? What's up with it not being super cold in a lot of areas right now? It's only going to be 50 in Cleveland, but it does say 59% chance of rain. Marco said that's what I thought. The first few times I came, two stoners talking about football, and you had some crazy discussions about Brady. See, there we go. And Danny, appreciate you, bro. He said, wipe my shoes off. That means he hit the like button. Hit that like button if you haven't yet. He said, Merry Christmas, big dog. Merry Christmas to you and the fam. Hell yeah. And happy holidays and happy Hanukkah to everybody out there who celebrates other things besides Christmas. He said, Aaron Rodgers or Richardson? Man, it's Aaron Rodgers all day. Aaron Rodgers all day. And someone said that Richardson might not even play this week. So really has nothing to play for at this point. Hey, shout out to Minnesota Marty. What up, bro? Cheers. Perfect timing. We're about to smoke it up right now.
You got perfect time. About to start a little puff give in this motherfucker.
Crispy said there's a picture of me in the suit when I was 4 or 5. You want to see a funny picture of me when I was 4 or 5? There's a funny picture of me when I was like, I don't know, 3, 4, or 5. Found some old pictures. That was one of the ones that was in there. So hilarious. So fucking old. Polaroid from fucking 1989 or some shit. Marco, most of the time we draft 2 weeks before the season. Usually we do a big barbecue. Okay, cool. And he said, most of my league mates are cops. It's hard to find a day where most of them got the time. Yeah, I'm sure that could be one thing that always is a thing with people like that. Yeah, he said we play for a championship belt in my league, and Mark Andrews got me right last night in the chip. There we go. Super solid start. Whew. Man. Okay. One of the things that I do always during this week, we got to watch sports movies, but only sports movies where they are winning the championships, okay? No Coach Carters, no Cool Runnings, nothing of that nature. We watch the Mighty Ducks. We watch the Little Giants. Man, Little Giants, that's a big one. Remember, one time. That's got to be. They could beat you 99 times out of 100. But all we need is that one time, baby. One time. Varsity Blues, Jonathan Moxon. Come on, bro. Let's go out there and be heroes. That's what we need to be this week. We need to go out there and be heroes. And Mario said, would you be pissed if 2 league mates decided to split the pot 50-50 before the week started? No, I think it's always up to the people that are there. Because depending on the amount of money that is on the line, it could be money that people really need. And even though people want to win, it's making it to the championship game, So I don't think less of people for doing that because it happens. But one thing that I will say is if you, not you, Marty, but anybody, if you ask someone to split and they don't, you better not be mad. Because I know I've had that before where like someone asked me if I wanted to split, and I'm like, nah, let's just play it out. I'm a gambler, and I like gambling. I want to gamble on my team, baby. We did a lot of work to get here, you know, did a lot of work to get here, and we want to see it through. So it depends. But like, I'll take the shot at losing a little bit of money to like earn more. But yeah, everybody's different though. And it all depends on how fucking much money is at stake. Because yeah, if there's multiple thousands at stake, I'd be down to like, you know, it all depends on what's at stake, because the more money that's at stake, it makes it a little bit easier to split somehow, you know, whether it's not a 50-50, you know, could be 60-40, could be 70-30, but that's better than whatever the current split is, you know, on paper. And Danny, have you seen the Red Zone? Well, have you seen it redone? Oh, the number 2. Is that what you're talking about? The Bad Santa number 2? Not right now. Does Rounders count as a sports movie? It should. Poker's a sport. And you know what? Dude, like the shit that he had to go through. To get back to that table and have the balls to play instead of just paying off the debt, had the balls to play. Total come up. Hell yeah, that movie counts. Rounders, fucking awesome. He said, you do play to win the game.
You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game.
Mango, I give it a 10. A fucking 10. I still got wood right now. Still. I love Varsity Blues, man. Like, that's one of my favorite sports movies of all time. And bro, RIP to Paul Walker, man. Like Paul Walker and James Vanderbeek, like, man. And Tweeter, Scott Kahn, like, man. I love that fucking movie. And you know, just them winning the championship. Them winning the championship against that team that you know, they've been playing 3A, now they dropped down to 4A. They've been killing people. And but yeah, you know, before this game started, Kilmer came in here and he said the next 40 minutes, the next 48 minutes for the next 48 years of your life. And I say, fuck that. I say we go out there and we play the next 24 minutes for the next 24 minutes. And we leave it all out on the line. Whew, man, that's such a good speech. But we can't be afraid to lose. There's no room for fear in this game. Oh, man. Jonathan Moxon.
But I don't want your life.
The Replacements. Hell yeah. Red One. My bad, Red One. What's Red One? And or just do a coin flip. Heads always wins, tails you lose. Yeah, tails never fails though. And he beats me straight up. Pay that man his money. We could keep going. I could just tear you down all night. Nit, no, no more. Oh man. Dude, it's such a good movie. That's definitely in the rotation this week. We need to be watching some movies today to get ready. If you got players playing today. Why is that funny? I heard the critics say Red One is bad. But every time I asked someone in real life, they liked it. Oh, it's the new Bad Santa with The Rock in it. What? Oh, my gosh. You know, I like The Rock and I hate him at the same time. You know, you guys have relationships like that with some of these celebs where you love him and hate him at the same time? The Rock is kind of one of those guys. He's turned into like a poster boy for like everything and not always good. Let's see. Red One. After Santa Claus, codename Red One, is kidnapped at the North Pole's head of security must team up with the world's most infamous bounty hunter in globe-trotting, action-packed mission to save Christmas. You know, I'm not going to put it on right now because I don't want it in the background and not paying attention to it. So we'll pay attention for a little bit to it, at least. And then he's a boomer bust actor, just like J-Mo, right? The Rock is the Jameson Williams of Hollywood. Because really, it's like, you know, take away the Fast and the Furious. He doesn't have that many good roles. Like, I like him in Gridiron Gang. Pain and Gain. I do like him in that one. Like, that one's actually him playing a good role where he's all fucked up and like this. Like, man, like that's a good role. That's a good role. Will said sounds kind of gay. It's a Christmas movie, man. Don't all Christmas movies sound gay with like the description of them? Marty said, you know pretty much what you're getting. The Rock's gonna be part of the cast. Said ass kicking family fun. And but yeah, so what? Give me a movie. Take Fast and the Furious out because Fast 5 and Fast 6. I mean, I love those, and those would probably be like two of the best Rock's movies in my eyes. What are some other good movies that The Rock was in? Like I said, Gridiron Gang's one of them for me. And then Pain and Gain. It's The Rock and Mark Wahlberg. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but yeah, that movie's like super low key. But Pain and Gain is a good one, based on a true story as well. Red Notice was a good movie with The Rock. Never even heard of that one. The Rock was great in The Tooth Fairy, right? Rampage, yeah, I've never seen that one. Marco said the movie where The Rock doesn't really talk and drive a getaway car. Well, what movie is that? The Other Guys? He's in the Other Guys for like 2 seconds. The Rundown, yeah, that's a good one. Remember when he fought Keno in there from Ernie Reyes Jr.? Got his ass whooped. Yeah, Walking Tall was whatever. There was a time when I was mad that The Rock left WWE and I didn't fuck with any of his movies. Like, it took him being in the Fast and the Furious where I was like, all right. But yeah, Rundown with Stifler. Yeah. Wasn't The Rock in Doom? He was. The Scorpion King, you know. I like he's in The Mummy too, and I do like that. I don't know about The Scorpion King though. Such whatever. And Bakes on Rumble said you get a chance to get those questions I had earlier, got disconnected for a bit. So a Conquo or Kincaid, I said a Conquo. And then the pick two at a Debo, Reed, Shakir, Mooney, Higgins, McMillan. I'm leaning the last two, Higgins and McMillan. Let me know if you heard that. If it's not glitching over there. Damn, Rumble, they gotta get their shit together. Oh, Walking Tall. See, you know, and I totally might be I totally might be confusing Rundown and Walking Tall. Which one is the one of those where he fights Ernie Reyes Jr. in it, and he's like, isn't he a bounty hunter or something trying to get back Stifler? Which one of those is that one? Because I'm totally confusing those. When I said the beginning of Other Guys, yeah, I hated The Other Guys. That was not a good movie for me. And I mean, yeah, and The Rock dies in the beginning. Made it even more dumb, man. More dumb. Margot, Doom's the best movie ever made. Not. Mongo, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Is that damn, what one was that? That was Get Shorty or Get Shorty 2 or no, not Get Shorty. It was Be Cool. Is that what it was? And he was like the gay security guard. And Kelly Dowdle, Tracy Thielen for the flex. Thielen, I got a Thielen. Marco said the movie I meant is called Faster. What? And Danny Walking Tall. Okay, Walking Tall is the one where he's the sheriff and beats everybody up with the with the 2 times. And Mongo says Stifler was in The Rundown. Okay, yeah, so that's the one that I'm thinking of is The Rundown then. Bake said the fucker I'm going against has Mike Evans and Baker. Hope McMillan comes through. Said that asshole got a TD ripped out of his hands last game. He totally did, and that was pretty fucked up. That was pretty fucked up the way that happened. Oh, float like a butterfly was also from the rundown. Okay. Yeah, the rundown, Walking Tall. A lot of those early ones from The Rock. I don't even, like I said, that was the time when I had a hate relationship for The Rock. I was like, dude, you left WWE. Stone Cold's a fucking heel now. Like, this shit is so whack because of you guys. And but yeah. So I probably have to go back and actually watch those movies again to appreciate them because yeah, like my hatred towards The Rock at that time, it ran deep, man. It ran deep because yeah, I stopped watching wrestling because of that. Stone Cold becoming a heel and The Rock leaving, dude, that made me like never want to like fuck with wrestling. And then he ends up coming back and all that shit. But like I was already mentally checked out and I was probably like 17, 18 when that happened and was just focused on selling weed and trying to get some pussy, probably. And Will said Johnny Knoxville also in the rundown. Okay. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, Will said, yeah, that's the one where it's Walking Tall. Marcus said, welcome to the jungle. They called the rundown here in Germany. One more example of crazy title changes in Germany, huh? I wonder why. I wonder, is there another movie like called The Rundown in Germany where it might be too close or something? Like, I don't know. I wonder why they would change it. And Danny said Jumanji. Yeah, I said no clue why they do that. That's what's crazy, right? Because yeah, he says welcome to the jungle, and I automatically think of the second Jumanji, like as well. Or whatever. Was it the second one? Can't remember. Whichever one it was, but the newer ones, still not as good as the original, at all. Did you see Gable Stevenson's back in wrestling in college? Said insane Olympic gold medalist, back wrestling, 18-year-olds. At least he came back to Minnesota. No. So like, I mean, I don't follow like regular wrestling, like that. But so what? So how is this? So he's going back to college and he gets to wrestle in college still? And how old is he? Will said the remake of Jumanji was kind of funny. Yeah, it was whatever, man. It was whatever. The first one was better than the second one. Like the first remake and that sequel or whatever. But yeah. Mongo said Germans love David Hasselhoff. Yeah, I believe it. He went to the WWE, signed with the Bills, now back in college at 24. Damn. So he never went to college. See, like, that's also got to be something. Like, you guys heard all the new rules about, like, the JUCO. It is kind of cool that, like, JUCO doesn't go against your, like, college eligibility now, like, to play. But I wonder how that's going to change with, like, the NFL. Or, like, if that changed anything with the NFL. Because, like, are they still going to consider a JUCO year like a regular, like a regular year? Because if JUCO didn't count, then that means they'd have to play 3 years at college after JUCO before they could even get a shot to be drafted in the NFL. So that part's going to be a little weird. The movie was Jean-Claude Van Damme, Black Eagle. They changed the title to Red Eagle. No idea which Stone didn't turn out that idea. Yeah, I can't take credit for that one, man. Like, why? Why Black Eagle to Red Eagle? Mars, yeah, it's insane. There's going to be some 10th year seniors with red shirts. Well, see, the thing is, though, is like, would there be? Because it is all about winning, but it's all about like getting guys who can actually, like, Yeah, I don't know. Like, it seemed like those guys, like, they could just be bouncing around from like different place to different place. Literally, they're like journeymen of fucking college football, somehow. To where they're like 25, 26, and there's like some teams that don't want them, and like, you know what? You're just too damn old to be on this team. You better just join the portal, next year. But then you get moved around to players who, teams who might really, really need you, just for that 1 year. Hasselhoff is pretty popular among the older generation, but Gen Z has no clue who he is, right? I mean, we're a long time removed from Baywatch. Like, there's a generation of people who think Baywatch is The Rock. Like, the only people that I think of or at least the two main people that I think of when it comes to Baywatch is David Hasselhoff and Pam Anderson. And it's crazy. My uncle in real life, he was the head lifeguard on Waikiki Beach on Oahu, the island of Oahu in Hawaii. And he had David Hasselhoff's job, but in like real life, and way different. And Dan said, I mean, Bo Nix played 15 years in college, right? He was one of those 5-year guys, wasn't he? Or 6-year guys? Because that's what's crazy is like because of COVID, because remember, if you played during COVID, you didn't, like, that year did not count towards your year of eligibility. So there was a bunch of people who, let's just say they played every single year, they never redshirted, they still got to play 5 years if one of those years was 2020. That's why I feel like a lot of the, like, this year's draft class is going to be so whack, like compared to like previous ones, because like all those people who had one extra year, like it slowed the progression of a lot of other people behind them as well. Guys who didn't really get to start yet, till like this year and next year, But yeah, let's go see. Let's go see Bo Nix's college stats. Yeah, see, he had the 5 years because of 2020. Just because he played. That's why, yeah. And Patrick, what up, bro? Raiders or Seahawks? Going Seahawks, bro. Seahawks. Someone asked that earlier as well. Yeah, Seahawks. Marco said, same with basketball. There are people that actually think LeBron is the GOAT. And that LeBron, like Space Jam is LeBron, even though it's called Space Jam 2. Chef Ran Bo Nix played Herbert in college. Oh, yeah? Did he win? Who won? Yeah, that was when he was with the Pac-12, huh? Or wait, what? Oh no, definitely wasn't when he was with Oregon, because that's where fucking what's his name went. Yeah, so it was when he was with Auburn, one of those years. Herbie won, all right. Mongo Chris Weinke was middle-aged by the time he got drafted. I mean, that's crazy, right? If you get drafted in the NFL and you're like 25, 6, 7, 8. I mean, even Najee was pretty old by the time he got there. But I think Najee was one of those kids who, like, parents probably held them back a year, or had them start 1 year late so they could just be like that much older than everybody else. Danny said, I need a Dunze not to give me a goose egg. I feel you, bro. I'm in the same boat. Chef Rand said, not sure, but Bo was at Auburn. Yeah. So, I mean, Marty said that Herbert won. And yeah, so it was 19, 20, and 21 that Bo was at Auburn. And see, it's crazy. And then he switches, goes over to Oregon, goes from an offense where he's throwing 2,300 to 2,500 yards a season. Then he goes to Oregon, 3,600, 4,500. Just insane. There's some offenses that, yeah, damn, he led the league in completions in 2023 and led the nation in a completion percentage, over 70%. See, like, those are things that, like, I'm sure I paid attention to when Bo Nix was drafted. Bo Nix was like my favorite guy to draft out of all the QBs, because he like was the one that you could actually realistically get with like a late pick. And like, since my teams usually are good, like making it, to the playoffs in, 7 out of every 10 leagues or whatever, and then making it to the Final Four and more than half the leagues. Like I have a lot of bottom 4 picks, and Bo Nix was one of those guys actually we could get with those picks. And Tyler said thoughts on Mahomes passing Brady as the GOAT, maybe too soon, but goddamn, he's on pace. He's for sure on pace. Here's the thing to me, and I've always said this: Tom Brady, to most people, he is the GOAT. He's not the GOAT to me. A lot of things with him had to do with the system. A lot of things kind of just like working out, like it's not like he didn't do anything. He's number 2 in my book behind Joe Montana. And Mahomes would have to be number 3 behind Brady right now. And if he three-peats, that's something that Tom Brady couldn't do. That's something that Joe Montana couldn't do. He has to be in GOAT consideration if he three-peats this year, because I don't even know when the last time that happened. Can someone do some research? Just go see when the last time a team three-peated in the NFL. I don't even know when the last time that ever happened, because we've seen, like the Cowboys 2 miss 1 and then 1, but I can't think of like anybody who three-peated. Like even the what's it called? The Patriots.
What's up, everybody?
Noble in the house. Even the Patriots, they only won back-to-back. They never could do it 3 times in a row. So hard to win 3 in a row. Danny said never happened. Never happened. There we go. Never. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know how he's not, like I said, at least in he already should be in GOAT consideration, for the things that he's already done. Like his first championship run. He also did something that no quarterback or team has ever done. They came back from down 10 every single game, 4 games in a row, right? Or I don't know if maybe they had a bye. I can't remember, but they didn't, because they played in the first round that year. They came back from 10 points, being down at least 10 points in every single game in the playoffs and in the Super Bowl. Yeah. And like, he already has 3. Right? Already has 3. So he wins 1 more. Now you're already talking. He is in Joe Montana, territory. There's a lot of people who have Tom Brady over Joe Montana. The reason why I have Joe Montana over Brady is because I still say that Brady is the greatest game manager of all time. Meaning he's never had to go out there and put the team on his back. The only time he really did was against the Falcons, and they were down because he wasn't doing anything. Like that was another thing. Like he sucked in the first half, and then he has to do all this crazy shit in the second half, and he was still rushing touchdowns that won it to tie the game, and that won in overtime when he kept failing to convert. So like that's the one that everybody brings up, and that's my argument for that one, and why I don't think that victory was all on him, because his offense wasn't doing anything in the first half. They had to come back because they didn't do shit in the first half. And yeah, they made a bunch of second half adjustments, but so did the defense, because if the defense even gives up 1 touchdown, that bye-bye Tom Brady Super Bowl, like they gave up nothing. And he's never played on a team that didn't have a top defense. Like it's always been his defenses that have kept him in the games. And like even Mahomes, it wasn't the defenses. Like he had to come back down 10 against San Fran. Like now the defense is killing it, but it took them like years and years of like finding the right pieces to like plug into this defense. And then and Joe Montana, like the reason why I think he's the GOAT over Tom Brady is because even if he was up by 4 touchdowns in the Super Bowl, he still threw up more. They never stopped. Like they would just step on people's throats and keep going and keep going and keep going. And Joe Montana is one of the reasons why it took what's his name, Elway, so long to get a Super Bowl. Shit, didn't they be? And then didn't what's his name? They beat Dan Marino as well. Kept Dan Marino from having a Super Bowl. You know, it's crazy. Let's see, where did I leave off at? Danny Brandon Weed was 28. Man, he needed to be that old. And Danny, what up? He said, here's the battle. Pick 2, Jennings, Neighbors, Hubbard. I'm pretty sure I answered this earlier, and I said Hubbard and Jennings because Neighbors is probably not playing. And then Goff or Darnold. Darnold. And Derek on Facebook, Henry or Chig? I'm going Chig. Horrible matchup for Henry. And it is a revenge narrative, but Chargers shut down tight ends like nobody's business. Marco said 4 times in NBA history, a players won the championship, MVP, scoring champ, and made all first team defense. Can you name all 4 players? Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan. That's it. He's the only player. Maybe Kobe. Kobe could be in there as well because Kobe's got first team defense 9 times and won a championship. Ray Allen, he has the most first team defenses along with Kobe and along with Jordan. I think they all have 9. But he didn't win MVP or scoring champion, you know, and then win a champion in that year. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jordan all 4 times. That's my pick. I don't know the years, but it's like Jordan 92, Jordan 93, Jordan 96, Jordan 97. Probably some shit like that. Yes, it's on the MJ. See? And Bakes on Rumble. There's only one answer. Dylan. But yeah, see, that's how good Michael Jordan was. Like, he did something that nobody else has done once and did it 4 times. That's insane. And like, people still say LeBron's the GOAT somehow, but he has like all-time scoring, and like, yeah, it only took him like 20 more years than Michael Jordan, right? It's crazy how for football, championships mean everything. In like the most ultimate team sport, championships win everything for a player being good. And in basketball, where literally 1 to 3 players could totally affect a championship, and it's a total, you know, superstar-driven league, superstar-driven championships, but somehow winning championships don't matter for LeBron. Like, it's crazy how things change to fit the narrative. Because LeBron, super talented. Like, if we're considering apples to apples or apples to oranges, and it's like Brady's talent versus LeBron's talent, you know, there's a reason why LeBron was drafted 101 and Brady was drafted with a 6th round pick. Okay. Tom Brady wasn't super uber talented. I mean, look at some of the guys that were drafted in the 6th round this year. They're good, and they're some of the best quarterbacks in college right now, but they're not super uber talented, not 1st round talents, you know? And that's why fucking LeBron he's been a big flop, man, a lot of years. The only win, I mean, he's won 5 championships now, right? Because of the COVID championship, if people actually like consider that a championship. But like, he needed that. He needed a championship with like 0 crowd pressure, any of that. Let's see. Where did I leave off at? Kelly, Shakir Dowdle. Shakira. And Darcy. What up? Quadendo if he plays, or Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson. Mongo said, I'm playing in the finals for the $3 mini. Schnauzer on underdog. Had Lamar and Andrews already. Got Swift and Roshan tonight. Hoping one of them falls into the end zone. Got Saquon this weekend. Man, hey, good shit, bro. Congrats for making it this far. And salute. Let's go. Hope you guys do it for you. And make sure next year you come get in the best ball with us. We're going to have 2 big best ball tournaments this year. I believe first place is 5,000. Second place is 1,700. Then it kind of trickles down. from there. But how about that? I mean, it's a $10 tournament as well. But yeah, how cool is that? You know, that our prize is going to be you know, $5,000. And Marco said the Pecker won 29, 30, and 31, but that's it. Okay. Marty said, I feel like he did the Randy Moss year and the Tampa Bay year. Okay, so the Randy Moss year, he lost. They didn't win that year. Okay. And then Tampa Bay. First off, Tampa Bay's defense, top 5. You know how we know? Because look at how good they did with Jameis Winston throwing like 30 picks and however many pick sixes. And look how good they did the year before. And then they go up against Patrick Mahomes when he had 4 linemen out. Do you remember Patrick Mahomes running for his goddamn life? He ran almost 500 yards behind the line of scrimmage because their offensive line was completely in shambles. He didn't have to do anything. If you go look at that game, I'm pretty sure he only threw 1 touchdown, and they ran the ball into oblivion that game. And the Packers won the NFL 65, 66, 67, but 65 was no Super Bowl. Crazy. So they three-peated with championships, but not with Super Bowl championships. Okay. I mean, shit, the Browns probably won 3 championships in a row, not Super Bowls, though. And Team Money, my opponent has the Steelers, gave him 0 points. Should I run the Chargers or the Dolphins? I'd be running the Chargers, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know the Dolphins are good, but Dolphins are I'd rather just have the Chargers. Both are going to be good matchups for sure for these defenses. Quincy said, I have Sharp. Is Walker playing? Nope. Walker's already been ruled out. So go ahead and fire up Charbonnet.
All right. Fire him up.
And Marco said, and he won finals MVP all those years too. Well, I mean, Michael Jordan, I mean, like, that's why he's kind of like the GOAT of all GOATs, right? Like, I mean, you know, what's his name? Russell, you know, he should definitely be up there as well for how they just completely dominated everybody. But we're talking about when basketball was really starting to get into like its peak of like superstars and like everything. And he went up against superstars. It's crazy how people act like Michael Jordan did not go up against superstars when he's going up against some of the best players of all time. But they went against Jordan and they never won because of Jordan. Like, that's like so funny when people are like, no, LeBron played the best team of all time. It was those Golden State Warriors. Like, okay, maybe they were, maybe they weren't. But you know why no teams that played against Jordan were like considered the best team of that time? It's because Jordan made their team the best team of that time. And it wasn't even close. And Sea Wolves, what up, bro? And I said standard 2 running back, 2 running back, 1 flex. Oh no, CD Lamb just got ruled out for the week. Oh no, that sucks. That sucks. So let's see. 2 running backs, 1 wide receiver, 1 flex. Let's start with the running back, Stevenson, Ford, Guarendo. Ford. Ford and Guarendo. And then 1 wide receiver, Puka, DJ Moore, London. Puka, 1 flex, DJ Moore, Stevenson, London. DJ, I want to score more. Mongo. Suddenly I'm craving Cambodian breast milk.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Marty said LeBron did with Cleveland was pretty great. Dude, it took him leaving Cleveland and them being so bad that they got the first overall pick 2 out of the 3 years that he was gone or whatever. And they're 2 out of the 4 years that he was gone. Got Kyrie Irving, who's a way better scorer than LeBron is. And that's why they won. What Kyrie did was amazing. LeBron was second fiddle on that team. LeBron had to leave and become a man to come back and win. That's crazy. And Danny said Eli Manning garbage career, gonna put him in the hall because of the 2 rings. Yeah, and I don't think guys like Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan, like all those guys, like based on numbers, like not rings obviously, but based on numbers, like seem like they should be shoo-ins for the Hall of Fame, and I don't think that. They're lowering the quality of the fucking they're lowering the quality of the Hall of Fame. Ken Walker is on IR. Woo, yeah, I mean, it's a championship week no matter what. He ain't we knew he's not playing this week anyways. But yeah, let's pour one out for Ken Walker and CD while we're in the championships. But Swift lately for the past 5 weeks seriously underperformed. Pick up Carter Benson just in case of Madison. Man, I mean, it sucks, dude. Like, I don't want to play Swift like at all. I really don't. But yeah, I mean, it's a decent matchup for the Cardinals. But yeah, it's like I don't like but I don't know, like Madison, like I feel like I might play him over it. Yeah, it's tough, man. Quincy in the championship, 2 RBs, 2 wide receivers, 1 flex. Kyren Gibbs, I mean, both of them are playing. Wide receivers, Jennings, Debo, Thielen, Waddle, McMillan. I'll say Thielen and I'm going to say Thielen and Waddle. Put a little star next to Waddle. And then the flex would be Charbonnet. Yeah. What Tyler said, breaking news, Leggett brings leftover raccoon meat to the Panthers facility. No way. Did he really? Man, Leggett is country as fuck. And whether that's true or not, like he's just country as fuck. We already know that. And Luis, my question, PPR Madison or Swift tonight? I'll be playing Connor if healthy. So did you hear me what I said on that last one? Yeah, I mean, I might play Madison. Luis Ken Walker, yeah, and IR. Yep, fire up Sharps for sure. Kelly, Mooney, Dowdle, Dubs for the flex. Dubs. I don't know how I got this far with these guys. I have no idea. Do it. Hey, what up, Song? Oh, he said I'm here and fuck CD. It sucks, bro. Damn, yeah. And hopefully you got some other guys pull through for you, bro. Marco said the Browns won 4 times in a row. Okay, yeah, they the league existed for 4 years in the AAFC. Same discussion in football with Messi and Ronaldo. Who's the GOAT? And like, I really have no idea when it comes to that. And come on, man, it's not football. It's football. Come on, football. Come on. I say it's neither of them. It's Tony Cruz. Tell me the why. Tell me the why. Danny said, dude beat me in the semis because of Lamb. Yeah, that sucks, bro. Frank said, what up? He said, down 26-33. I got my home. Ooh, Fairbairn Steelers forgot to wake up. He had Lamar, Flowers. Okay, messed up and dodged. Okay. Well, we're going to war, baby. We're going to war. When I say see Sincere with any kind of role next year worth a stash spot in dynasties, worth a stash, but that's literally all he is. Like you'll keep him on there, but the Raiders draft a running back, he's probably going to be nothing. And Louis said, my bad, in and stream running errands. Okay, well, cool. No. I just want to make sure that you heard it. But yeah, Madison. Yeah, bro. CD. I mean, what week 17? Being out this week means you're out for the season for us at this point because there is no other, there's no more games. There's no more games. So then they ain't making the playoffs, like we don't blame them, right? Let's see. Okay. Foosball. You playing the foosball behind my back? Pod said we picking up Flacco and Superflex. I mean, you probably should just to block your league mate. I would do that. Because yeah, we don't know if Anthony Richardson's gonna play or not, unless some news came in like right now that I didn't see. But still a bad matchup. It's not a good matchup. Lipsy, who do we pick up since CD's out? I wouldn't pick up anybody on the Cowboys. That's for sure. Yeah, and yeah, see, Kelly said CD outplay Cooks or Tolbert. I wouldn't want to. It's a horrible matchup for them versus the Eagles. Horrible matchup. Frank said rumors of Raiders getting Genty. Yeah. I mean, see, that's the thing. It's like if you have a high pick, that's like just the easy low-hanging fruit to say. Oh, yeah, they're getting Shador. Oh, yeah, they're getting Travis Hunter. Oh, yeah, they're getting Genty. I mean, it's just low-hanging fruit. That's it. Pod said Flacco or Rudolph. Rudolph, better matchup. I said CD's been a beast the last the two playoffs, and he said having a good few weeks too. Yeah. Marco said there's a little German bias in here. He won the World Cup against Messi and won 2 championships, league 6 times with 2 different clubs. Yeah, I mean, see, that's a reason to be considered the GOAT if you're winning multiple championships with, different teams. Like, that's not easy.
Look what I got for Christmas.
Oh yeah, look at Noble showing off his new Sonic games.
Yeah.
There we go.
For the PS5.
For the PS5. Okay. And Quincy said, "Can I hear it one more time, big dog man? Fuck Tony."
Man, fuck Tony.
Louis said, "Pod son." He said, "Goes the pod father." And Tracy, Kelly, Tracy, Dowdle, Cooks, Tolbert's all I got left. And there's nobody left on the waiver wire at all? At all? Zero options? Has said, I can't believe Stu couldn't pull some strings once he made it to the chip. I got Ridley starting after all. Yeah. I mean, it's not horrible. It's not horrible. There's way worse people than that who could have been a sub. Mari said Raiders won't draft Gianti top 5. Well, see, like if we put logic into it, yeah, of course they won't. But like the people who are writing these articles or making these posts, like it's literally clickbait, like type shit. Lipsy said the only peeps I got is Jennings, Devonta Smith, and J-Mo, who's my best play. Probably J-Mo. And Mateus Knob, what up? Love or Richardson? Love. Then Swift or Abdullah? Abdullah. Calvo. Debo or Downs? Debo. Downs. 49ers don't have anything to play for. Like they really don't. Like they go down, they could just sit everybody. That's what makes me hella nervous. And Mari said, oh, nice. Jahmyr Gibbs got a game. Right. Frank says, right. Noble, you're a good dad, Alex. Appreciate you. Podson said, you see the video of the kid complaining he got a PS5 instead of a gaming PC. Yeah, back in the day, you would have got what you got. Yeah, I showed Noble those some of those videos that I saw. I was like, you see these kids right here? Like, do not be one of these kids because I don't want to have to beat you on Christmas. Yeah, man. Like, what the hell, dude? That kid, he was so pissed. He's like, oh, PS5, trash. Dude, did you see the one where the kid, so they pranked the kids. They got a PS5 box, but it was a PS4. The kid fucking took it out and threw it up against the wall. The dad was so fucking pissed. Oh, man. Marco said, but he's not a striker / forward. Oh, Cruz was a central midfielder, and those players are usually the brain of the team for sure. I mean, you got to be really good to be a fucking midfielder, right? Because you have to be good at defense. You got to be good at being a striker and all that. So, like, everything. I got more respect for the guys who are like the boss hog midfielders, and if you score as well, you know. And he said, he said, but players usually, he said, that's the team who make guys like Messi and Ronaldo successful. Okay, yeah. Because they're the guys who put those guys in the position, you know, with the assists, right? We said, I see some player profiler audience members and more in these chats too. Good. You're talking about here in on this chat? I hope so. Tell some people about us, man. If you guys are on social media, remember, word of mouth, that's like the biggest way that you could support, like just helping grow. Like, of course, I know everyone's not like, when I first hit the scene in 2020 in video form, you know, and I have like 100 followers or whatever on YouTube, and people are like, oh yeah, you're like my secret weapon. You know, I can't tell anybody in my league about you. But now people are going to find out about me anyway. So I'm not saying tell your league mates about me necessarily, but being on social media, you probably talk to a bunch of random people in chats or whatever, you know, and yeah, just remember, throw this out there. Fantasy Football Hustler on YouTube, you know, give you the biggest edge out of anybody doing this. Because yeah, we know everyone here knows it's true. And the more we grow, trust me, the more that the day ones will have opportunities for other things as well. And Marty said Vikings are the best fit for Gianti, not biased at all, right? And get him with a late first, maybe, if everyone's not wanting to take the running back. What Luis say? Sigmund Bloom and Sigmund Shroom. Okay. Hey, Pam in the house. What up? Crispy said, fuck the Cowboys. Man. Crispy. 2 weeks in a row where I'm losing. All these players you're losing, I'm losing too as well. But I'm with you. Fuck the Cowboys. Fuck CD. Week 17, you're not there for us. This is where we need you, man. And Marco said, but this is only when you take players that are still active, recently retired. The older guys from the 90s, 80s, 70s would probably kill these guys. Yeah, I mean, different types of players, right? Different types of players. Hey, what up, Corbin? What up, Richard? What Bake say over here on Rumble? He said, my son already finished the Dark Millennium Falcon. Nice. Ooh, and on to the Van Gogh painting one. I mean, I've really held myself back. I'm addicted to Legos, as most of you guys know, and really addicted to building my Lego collection. Because a lot of the Legos I have not built, but I've got, I don't know, maybe like $15,000 to $20,000 worth of Legos I've been collecting for 10 plus years, like now. And but I've had to hold myself back from buying a lot recently. Yeah, we all just lost Lamb, Pam. Fucking sucks, man. Fucking sucks. And Bake said, fucking expensive as Lego sets. I need to buy him a bigger display shelf now. Yeah. The one thing about it, though, the one thing that is super awesome about Lego sets is if you keep everything intact. And I'm, you know, your son's older, so I mean, not like fucking Noble that's like lost so many fucking pieces on so many random Lego sets. That's another reason that I stopped building them, because Noble literally cannot control himself, like from like taking things apart and like moving them and not putting them, you know, like taking a whole fat ass chunk of something and then just like moving it somewhere else. And then the pieces just getting, you know, like totally lost. And no, Bake, she didn't know with no Legos this year for Noble. He got a bunch last year. He got so many last year that that's still carrying him over till now. But so when I was going with this, the best thing about the Legos is that it's a great investment. So let's say you know, especially like Star Wars stuff, because once they retire, like a lot of times you have to buy them used, or you have to pay like a shitload to like, you know, get them brand new. That's one of the reasons why I started collecting Legos, seeing how much some of these sealed Star Wars fucking joints were going for. Like, it's crazy. You want to fucking, you want you know, throw down 500 to like, I don't know, $800-900 and get something that will like almost guarantee to like triple in like 10 years. That's a big ass Star Wars Lego set. Those things always fucking make money. It was the first Millennium Falcon. It was like a $500 or $400 set. 10 years old. It was going for $4,000. $4,000. This was like in 2012 or like 2012, 13 or 14, something like that. Yeah, 12 or 13. And yeah, so you can like literally build these, you could build the Legos as long as you don't lose them, as long as you got all the minifigs and everything. You could sell a $200, $300, $400, $500 set for maybe even a little bit more than you bought it for if everything is intact still. And if you have the wherewithal to not use it and like, you know, just use, just literally keep it as an investment. I mean, when I left San Diego, like I bought the Stranger Things Legos. They were like $200. So this is 2022. It's end of 2024, and they're worth $500 to $600 a piece, like right now. And that was why I bought 3, because I knew that it was going to be a thing. And I think there's one more season of Stranger Things coming, right? And like that's probably when it's going to go peak of like value. And if I could sell them for like $700, $800, $900, like I'm probably going to sell all 3. I want to keep one. Like that's why it's super cool, like set. So I may actually keep one, but if I could sell 2 and get like 700, 800, 900 times 2 for something I paid $400 for 2 years ago, it'd be fucking awesome. And Johnny said, laptop died, back now. We're talking about Legos. I like Legos. Yes, please. Yes. Giving people some insight on how Legos are one of the best investments like out there. So I was talking about the Stranger Things Lego set. If you guys don't go search it, Stranger Things Lego set. I mean, there's used sets, I think, that go for like $200-300, but most of them sealed in the package are going for like $500+. And I bought them 2 years ago before I left San Diego for $200. But I knew that they were also going to retire like kind of soon. Like you never want to buy the Lego set when it just comes out unless you really, really want it for yourself, because more often than not, it's going to be around for about 2 years that you can buy it. And you're usually going to find random times when you can get them on sale. And yeah. And make sure you sign up for the Lego Insider program. It used to just be Lego VIP, but you rack up all your points and only buy shit from like the actual Lego store unless you get it on a crazy deal, because you'll earn Lego bucks with that. And I got the last one that I used, I got a $400 set for free because of, well, not for free, but because of all those points. Danny said, next year I'm going to do what I did this year. RBs in the first 4 rounds, tight end, kicker, QB, and then draft high ceiling wide receivers. Whatever floats your boat, bro. But don't get, I always tell people, don't get into one drafting style, because I've deployed multiple strategies in the same exact year and won with teams with different strategies. Like every league is different, independent from itself. Marty said, what's your power ranking? 5 to 10 teams in the league right now. I mean, Chiefs are number 1. I'm going to say Ravens are number 2 as of right now, even though the rankings aren't, or even though the what's it called? The records aren't showing that, because of Lamar, man. Like, dude, like Lamar can take out anybody, it seems like. After that, I think I'm going to go the Lions. And then I'm going to go, so that's 3. And then I'm going to go the Bills. And then I'm going to go the Eagles with Hurts, obviously. What's that, 4? And then I'm going to go the Vikings at 5. And that's probably it. That's probably where I'm ending right there. I'm just, that's my top 5 right there. Chiefs, Ravens, Chiefs, Ravens, Lions, Bills, Eagles, Vikings. So top six. There you go. And Marco said in the Wafers League, who wins the jacket, the league winner or the most points? It's out of everybody who wins. So there's 28 leagues, right? 28 leagues. Out of all 28 winners, whoever scores the highest points out of all 28, that is who is the grand champion. So everybody who wins is going to win something, but whoever's the highest scorer out of all 28 of those teams are the is the grand champ, the one person. And Johnny said, I play with all my Legos, but keep all the boxes. You got to keep all the boxes. That's for sure. Yeah. Because like I said, even as long as you keep the box and keep, everything intact and you don't get rid of the minifigs, because a lot of times some people want the whole set for the minifigs, you can get at least your money back, by selling it to someone, at least your money back. Crispy said, hey, you want to split into 21? Oh, all of a sudden. Now, once the games start, it is what it is. But I'm assuming you have CD over there. And Danny said, kick the QB position unless you take the QB in the first 4 rounds. Well, yeah, definitely. Because, the early guys that you're going for, Josh Allen. Let's hope he kills it for us this week. Who was another early guy? Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, hey, they lived up to it. They lived up to that high draft capital where you got him. Hurts, he was the other guy who was up there. He did not. And then after that, yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of either you go after your guy, you get him in round 2, round 3, depending on how the board is shaping out, or just wait. Yeah. I want either the best guy or I'll just wait, because waiting, as long as I get 2 guys, at the end, if you're in a single QB, you should be fine. Especially all the guys that I mentioned, this year, the Goffs of the world, the Darnolds of the world, the fucking Bakers of the world, you had any one of those guys, most of the time, you were going good. And Marius, that's a good list. How would it shape out for everybody else? I mean, I'm sure that's probably most people's top 6. I mean, somewhere in there, but I wonder how everybody else shapes out, their top 5 or 6. No. He just said just overall power rankings in the NFL. And Johnny said, I said no to everyone who wanted to split. And he said, maybe messed that one up. I mean, I was talking about it earlier. I don't mind people wanting to split, but there's a lot of times where I probably will say no, because I'm just super confident in my teams. And I love to gamble, and it's just, it's more fun. I mean, dude, if I already split with someone, I almost don't care I do care whether I win or lose, I really do. But if everything is about the money, which most of this is the money and the money and the hardware, the money is the more important thing. I got a lot of hardware, so yeah, if we're already splitting, it definitely takes, I'm still going to set my lineup and I'm still going to try to win and I'm still going to do everything. But if I got half the money, I'm already a winner, and that just changes the way that people do things. Yeah, Rams are on fire right now. I said I wouldn't want to play them. A lot of people wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't put them in my top 6, but they're definitely in the top 10 for the NFL right now. Hey, PJ, what up, bro? He said, I got a couple, Goff or Darnold. I'm leaning Darnold. Uh-oh, Savage Jeremy said, I've been pissed all day. 8.9 from Nico, Fat 0 from Fairbairn. Cheers, bro. I know it ain't easy. We got more players to go, though. So let's keep it positive as much as we can, because we got to be a good leader for our teams. I'm going to smoke this bowl. But we got to be a good leader for our teams. We may have lost to CD Lamb, but it ain't over. Mongo said this was a bad season to go early on tight end. Well, see, the thing is, it's never a bad season to go early on tight end if you choose correctly, because a lot of weeks Kelsey sucked. but he was still good compared to most tight ends. And then he kills it in the championship week. You know, the reason why you drafted him early, you know, if you pick George Kittle, I mean, I had George Kittle at number 3. I went Kelsey, Laporta, and then George Kittle. And luckily I didn't draft a lot of, I drafted a couple of Sam Laportas, and that kind of hurt me, but I didn't draft a lot of Sam Laportas. Luckily I have more Kittles than Laportas. So it's never a bad strategy. It's only a bad strategy when you miss, because any strategy can work. And Mari said Chiefs, Philly, Bills, Vikings, Lions, Green Bay, Ravens. Okay. Yeah, so you got the Ravens low as hell. Ravens are on the super come up right now, man. Their defense has been shutting people down in Lamar. Whew. Insane in the membrane. And Chef Rand said, winner takes all. So I like the Packers also. Packers definitely in the mix. Definitely in the mix. And NFC North might be the best division in football. At least the top 3 anyways, with the Lions, Vikings, and Packers. What up, Josh? He said CD out, Neighbors if he plays, Keenan Allen, Debo. I'll just go Keenan Allen, man, because I don't want to take the chance on Neighbors, and then if Debo's your pivot, like that would suck, man. PJ said we still go Darnold if you had Amon Ra, no correlating Viking. I don't make the decision based on that. I will never. Because it's only nice if you have like at the end of the day, if Amon Ra scores 2 touchdowns and Goff has 2 touchdowns, it only makes you feel better, like mentally, that they doubled up. Because what if Darnold had 3 touchdowns or 4 touchdowns and scored more, than him? So no, I'm gonna start Darnold. I'm not saying I'm going to blindly sit Goff in a lot of places, but if I have someone with good, like a good matchup, like Darnold, I know it's not a great matchup, but it's a better matchup than San Francisco. I guess the one thing that's tough is like, what if San Francisco, like everybody just kind of like mentally quit like over there, because Goff could go out there and shit on them, And so I could go back and forth on this a lot. I'm saying Darnold as of right now. Because if there's people who are out who would make a difference for the San Francisco 49ers secondary and defense in general, that's going to have me shift over to Goff. Marco said it ain't over till the fat lady farts, or how'd that go? It ain't over till the fat professor sings. Savage, Jeremy, A-Chain, Cook, Guanendo, Connor, Puka, JSN, Devontae, London, DJ Moore, Reek. I mean, hey, you're good, man. You're good. It sucks that you got off to a slow start, but that's all it is. Nico got me in the hole, too. You think Connor plays? Man, I hope so. I hope Connor plays. I think he will, but there's still no guarantee. Tomorrow we'll find out, I'm sure. PJ, Thielen or Dowdle? Thielen. Oh, need 2 RBs, 1 wide receiver, 2 flex. 2 RBs, A-Chain, Cook. 1 wide receiver, Puka. No, I'm going to go Devontae. I'm going to go Devontae. And 2 flex, Puka. And going to go Puka. And Puka and DJ Moore. And what Scare? What up? Richards or Williams or Richardson? Williams, if those are your only 2. Marty said Ravens have lost some questionable games. Yeah, they have, but I mean, power rankings to me, like we're taking the whole season into account, but I'm taking who's looking hot, like as of right now. As of right now. Look what the Ravens just did. They just shit on one of the better teams in the NFL, and now they're in a position to lock down the AFC North. Like, they lost some questionable games. Did they not play the Chiefs and the Lions to start the seasons, two of the teams that are in my top 6 and probably in everybody's top 5 or 6 right now. Like, they had a tough schedule. Marty said, I guess most teams have by this time. I mean, shit, except the Chiefs, right? They only lost that one to Buffalo, and that's it. And that's why Buffalo, like, you know, for me, like, because of that, remains high, like, no matter what. And PJ said, I agree, San Fran might quit. Also, no Monty to check down for Goff. Yeah, Monty makes a big difference to that team. Marco said, what if Stephen Hawking was the real Slim Shady, but we'll never know since he couldn't stand up.
Oh, wow. You got to be shitting me.
Uh-oh. Skip my wide receiver keeper question. Diggs, Ayuk, Addison, Dell, Worthy, Reed, Dubs, Tolbert, drop 2. Tolbert. It's Tolbert and Dubs or Tolbert and Reed, one of the two. I don't know. I'd just wait. I mean, if you got to wait that long, yeah, Tolbert's a for sure drop, and it's either between Dubs or Reed. I'd wait to see the offseason stuff. Where are we at? Hey, is it Dylan or is it Dylon? What up? I think I might have said that, but I don't even think I said the Dylon thing. Let's see. Pickett if Hurts is out or Rudolph. Probably Hurts. I mean, Pickett. And Dylan Rogers or Caleb Rogers, man. Chef Fran said Ravens embarrassed the whole city of Houston. I mean, you know, there's not too many teams that could be that dominant, you know, versus another, versus any one of the AFC South excluded. You know, they embarrassed the Texans. Like, Texans only scored a safety. Only scored a safety. And Mario said, you see Teddy's expected to join the Lions. Yep. Getting some QB depth over there just in case. Smart. Because anything happens to Goff, like, who's the guy? Hendon Hooker? I don't even know who the fuck their backup is over there. I don't even know, but yeah. Walker is out tonight, PJ. They already ruled him out. Yes, sir. Alper, what up? D Swift, Dowdle, or Waddle in the flex? I'm leaning Waddle as of now. And Mike Sand, BTJ or Sharp? I mean, I want to play both, but I'm going to go Charbonnet, man. The Bears really haven't been able to stop anybody running back wise. PJ says starting Pickens was a mistake. Dangerous sucks. I mean, it's KC, man. It's KC, dude. And Alper, I don't know if I've seen you around here if it's your first time here. Thanks for joining, bro. Thanks for joining. Make sure you join the private fantasy community at 420crew.com. If you think you're right here with your skills fantasy-wise, it's about to take your skills all the way up there. And Dr. Clutch, what up? What a name. Let's get it. Was between the Bears and the Seahawks defenses tonight, but should I go with Dallas with Hurts up in the air? No. I would go the Seahawks. Savage Jeremy, any Njoku news? I don't think Njoku plays. There was no Njoku news as of now, but there's like literally zero reason for him to play. Zero reason. And Marco said, Handling Hooker. What a name for a QB. See, we did a CG legit fucked half of us in the final. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who have CD in the finals. No way. PJ said, just saw Thielen's questionable with the hammy. Dude. Yeah, I would I'd be very nervous about Adam Thielen. We got to hear some more news. Crispy said he's a bum.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
And Kelly, Kyler, Gino, Bryce need 2. Kyler and Gino. And Savage Jeremy, only tight end on my roster besides him is Strange. Have Ferguson and Chig available. Go pick up Chig. Pick up him up. Because you know what?
Last game of the year. Can't hold anything back now.
Let's go. And Doc Clutch, I appreciate it. Another one, Chig, Strange, or Ertz. I'm leaning Ertz. And PJ, last one, Bengals or Commandos. I'm going the Commandos. Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. And Raider Jack. Yay, what up, bro? Me and Raider Jack are squaring off in the 32-man, the Marvel Multiverse of Madness, a 32-man league. And he said, damn, Derrick Henry scored 41. We're off to a good start, bro. But you started, I mean, your D lineman got like 20 points, George Karlaftis. So, I mean, we're off to a good start. But yes, Derrick Henry, my first round pick in that league, I picked him at the 31 overall, first round, end of the first round. Raider Jack says the match over in Marvel. The match is not over in Marvel until both of our players are run out. You'll never get me to say that I already won or anything like that. I'm a good leader, and we don't score until we score. These guys are going hard. Time to get gritty. And Luis said, Devontae Adams, no practice. I only care because my opponent's starting them. It's Thursday. Could be a rest day. Fingers crossed for rest day. Marco said NFL kickers have the best names anyways. Young Huku. Gay. Ficken, which means fucking in German. Hilarious. Kelly said Ridley or Shakir. I'm leaning Shakir. Mari said, I'm hoping I can break through in the 32-man next year. It's tough, man. This is the first time I made it to the championship. This is the third year that it's been in existence. And it ain't easy, man. It ain't easy. And Kelly, Ridley, Shakira, Dubs. Sorry, left Dubs out. I'll go Shakira. Pod son Henry will not go 31 next year. I mean, to be honest, he shouldn't have gone 31 this year. But really, it's like so many in that league, like you can only hold one QB. And you can only hold one QB. And everyone can only draft one QB. But if your QB sucks, like you are not winning this league, like you have to at least have a competent, QB. And so a lot of people go QB with their first round pick. I think there was like, I don't know, 16, 17, 18 quarterbacks taken in the first round. But yeah, the strategy that I deployed ended up working because my team, one of the better ones, exactly, Marty. Can't have any injuries either. Yeah, I mean, see, like, I had Hollywood Brown. That was my 4th round pick, and so I sustained one of my top 5 picks getting hurt. But you know how I did it? I'm gonna keep talking about this forever. It was getting fucking Bucky Irving with the 731. That's like in the picks 200s. And fucking man, that saved me. Like that saved the Hollywood Brown like pick right there. Like because Bucky's been killing it all. I mean, maybe not all year, but enough to where that's the guy. Like him and Derrick Henry, man. Like those are like 2 of the guys, like 2 running backs, on that squad, man. And like, man, I feel so good about that after the fact, like so fucking good because it was a pick in the 200s that made a difference on my team being that much better. And I hit. And I fucking hit. Yeah, Marty said nice pick. Man, I mean, it totally was, man. It totally was. Yeah, right? How Dicker's not on the kicker list, right? Yeah. You can never forget about Dicker the kicker. And Marco said in those 420 leagues where you can play for a side pot, who play when multiple teams have the same number of wins. So I put it in every single chat. It's only the 420 crew ones. And I put who was playing in every single chat. Damn it, thanks. I got to go check and see who won all of those. Because, yeah, I totally spaced on those. because I was so ready for the fucking because everything started on Wednesday. That made everything on my schedule like it's like, yeah, I can't really go back and do week 16 shit. We got to be focused on week 17, and then we'll cover the rest after the fact. But the one who had the same number of wins, they played in week 15. And because I announced all this in week 15, and whoever had the higher score in week 15 of those 2 or 3 teams, that was the team that moved on. And trust me, if it's you, I'll tell you. If it's you, I'll tell you. I'm, everybody's gonna know about it because a lot of people take that and they just use that towards the next year's fees, And Luis, I don't know if you mentioned it, but Hertz is out. Okay, I didn't know he was officially out, but we knew it was about to be going down. So, yeah, there you go. Savage Jeremy, Miami, a top streaming D with DTR starting again. One of the top streaming Ds, yeah, for sure. I don't know, like what percentage they're rostered in, because I haven't even looked at waiver outside of my waiver wires. I didn't even. There was, not too many people really watching the videos, so it was whatever. And it was happening so quick that I didn't even have time to I'm actually playing in so many championship leagues that I had to focus on that. But everyone who's here for the live streams, you get the help. So it was just a question out of curiosity. Yeah, so week 15 was the tiebreaker. Week 15. And then week 16 was those side pot championships. And man. And one thing that I feel good about, because there's been so much drama with the other guys. It was like the 3 matches that I had, 2 against Crazy Eyes and then 2 against Dennis. Those were like the matchups that I was watching the closest. PJ got a link for your defensive ranks. No, I didn't. No, I didn't do any defensive IDP waivers or anything like that this week. But if anybody has a question or anything, yeah, 420crew.com. That's always a place to be going. If you're at least a $5 member, you could be in the group chats. And I would be, I would definitely want to be there asking questions. Podson, so who was that? Luis just said that, but I didn't see that. I'm assuming I don't see him officially out. No, but he's gonna go out soon. But yeah, we got a lot of championships to go. I'm in 13 of them, and I hope you guys are in at least one. And the next leagues that we got going, they're starting in a week and a half, at least some of the drafts on January 5th. So I'm going to be reminding people about these, but don't wait. Just reserve your spot right now, especially if you're a 420 crew member. We say he's out. They announced it 20 minutes ago. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think I saw it on Sleeper or anything. I think that's why. Yeah. All right. Been rocking for almost 3 hours. One of the longest shows, one of the longest morning shows of the season. Right. Yeah. See, Sleeper hasn't posted or anything just yet. I'm sure they will. I don't know who announced it though. Marty said Deshaun Jackson to be the head coach at Delaware State. Nice. Hey, salute Derek. What up, bro? What up? Yeah, bro. I'm going against Crispy, I think, when the league were in one of the ones where he has CD, but I got CD going in 2 championships as well. So it's a heavy blow. This is a heavy hit for our wide receiver, especially the leagues that we play in where you have to start 3 wide receivers, Yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks, but it's fantasy football. I'm not going to stress about it. I got depth, and we're going to call on that depth. Who's going to be cracking my lineup because CD's out? Derek, it's gonna be J-Mo. It's gonna be J-Mo, I bet you. I think it's either J-Mo or Addison. I'm almost positive that that's who I would be choosing between to take CD spot in the championship. So see what happens. Let's see what happens. And Kelly said, if Njoku's out, Jordan Akins, Komet, or Austin Hooper. Can we take a lifeline? Like, you got to tell me who's there on wide. Actually, let me go see. Let me go see how bad or good the Seahawks have been versus the tight end. Because if it's only those three, you got to hit waivers. Even if there's nobody on waivers, there's someone better than them. One sec. Let me pull up my tool here. Tight end. And go last 5 weeks. Damn. Seahawks 11th against the tight end as of recent. Yeah, Chargers are just a horrible matchup for the tight end. And who the hell is your other? Oh, yeah. I can't even trust any receiver with DTR. But even then, yeah, the Dolphins are the best matchup out of everybody. But a lot of that's because of George Kittle and the way that he handled them. It's either going to be Komet or waivers. I say waivers. And Bakes, he said, I'm in 3 chippers this week, couple third place matchups, getting that. Oh, he said, I'm getting that Wafers belt. Wafers jacket, you mean? Hell yeah. He said, but even if I don't get the highest score, he said every champ gets a care package. Yes. So yeah, there's only one grand champion. That's going to be whoever scores the highest out of all the winning champions this week. And that's who gets the jacket. But yes, they said that there's going to be some kind of a care package for every single league winner. Yes. Nice. Derek said just got off work. Hell yeah. I'm usually not, man. I gotta start selling more of these squares. Let's see, guys. Hit me up about the squares or let me know if you want me to send you the board. We got 24 as of now. And I know as soon as I get off the show here, a couple other people I know locked in some as well. And PJ Sanfran really tough against the wideouts. Yeah, definitely. But Lions are a different breed as well. And 49ers are probably mentally quitting over there too. Dex, I got J-Mo, McMillan, and Cup right now. Okay. Let's go to war. Jair out versus the Vikes too. Nice. Nice. Because, yeah, Jair Alexander. That's one of fucking JJ's nemesises right there. Yes, thank you. Give us a good matchup for JJ. Because the same league where one of the leagues where I got CD, I got JJ as well. We need him going off. Right, yeah. Adkins. Yes. Yes. And I'm picking one out of them. J-Mo, Cup, and McMillan. Cup. I'm going Cup. McMillan would be the close second. But my answer could change because J-Mo, depending on the 49ers got a lot of people who are like banged up and might not even play. So yeah, if they have people making business decisions on defense, I'm probably switching to J-Mo pretty easily on that. Marco, we only play in one league together and I had a very bad beat in the first round. Oh, and you had a very bad beat in the first round. Which one? Which one? All right, last bowl here, and then I'm going to get out of here. Devo, what up, bro? He said, just got off work. Any squares left? Yes, I'm getting off the show here in a couple minutes, and I know there's a couple people who sent me numbers. I'm going to lock those numbers in, and then I'm going to send to you. But, yeah, there's 24 left as of now, and yeah, I'll send it to you very shortly here. Johnny said, does Jair out make Addison a worse play? No, it makes him a better play because that means the number 2 cornerback is on JJ now, and then the number 3 cornerback is going to be on Addison. So, like, no. Anytime a guy like Jair is out, it helps all the wide receivers because, you know, Addison still gets targets. Oh, yeah. The number 2. Man, that was bullshit. I lost by 0.02. And yeah, my team did really solid in the next week after that. So yeah, it sucks, man. That's why I don't really like the offense only leagues. Like that's a huge reason why I don't like the offense only leagues, because you know, sometimes one player, two players kind of can win it all, like for a team, and like one or two bad starts could like ruin it for a team. And man, I lost by 0.02 points. 0.02 points. And who knows if I would have been in the championship? Who knows how it would have played out? But the guy who beat me, he's in the championship right now. He beat the number 2 seed or whatever it was. Man, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Oh shit! Derek said this is my work league. Losing CD in the offense only hurts bad. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, it does, because CD's been so solid this entire time, like even through the bad quarterback, play or whatever. Marco said, and I didn't get a bye in that league because I almost my entire roster was on bye in week 14. Yeah, same. Well, I mean, I don't know about same about the bye, but I'm pretty sure I caught a loss in week 14 because I did have like everybody on bye. Man, NFL really needs to fix that. Like, they really do. I understand why they have it that way. It's crazy how they like try to guess the playoff teams or whatever, because it seems like they're trying to pick, like who they think is in the playoffs, and then they get them a bye all hella late, because that for sure would like help certain playoff teams. What? The team that beat me didn't make the finals. I thought that team had JT and Lamar. Let me go check. Oh. I was looking at the wrong matchup. You were the one who I was looking at. You were the one who I was looking at. Yeah. You know what? I mistaked your team for that team, because if I won, I would have faced the number 2 seed. So I looked at your guys' matchup thinking it was the other dude, but he actually went up against the number 1 seed, who, fuck, I mean, dude, both of your teams fucking killed it, like over there. Yeah, see, look, it's dude. Oh man. Oh, I didn't even set my roster in that week, so it didn't even matter. Yeah, fuck, dude, you guys put up some hefty scores in that one. You got 235. Number 1 seed got 220. Man, go to war, Marco. Hell yeah, bro. Number 4 seed versus a number 1 seed. Woo! I know there's multiple leagues where I'm a number 5 or 6 seed facing a number 1 or 2 seed. This is what it's all about, baby. This is what it's all about. No way. I didn't make 80 points in 14. Jesus. Damn, that was your entire team being there. Cookouts. Oh, so. Rank these 3 for this weekend: Charbonnet, J.K. Dobbins, James Conner. The way you have it, Charbonnet, J.K. Dobbins, James Conner. I mean, that's assuming that J.K. Dobbins plays, right? All right. Hell yeah, guys. It was one of the last live streams before the end of the fantasy football season. I appreciate you guys rocking with. And remember, fantasy football might not be year-round for everybody. Make it year-round for you, because if you are hanging around this show, first off, we got drafts that are about to start beginning of January. So we got new leagues that are starting. There's not too many people that are actually doing this for their community. I'm starting a shitload of leagues. We need a shitload of more players, though. So I need people to spread the word. We got we got what's it called? We got dynasty leagues that are going to be starting in February. We got Super Bowl squares and squares throughout all the playoffs. A lot of things going down. And then there's literally going to be drafts every single month moving forward until August. And then through August and through September, there's going to be 2 big best ball tournaments that are going to be going down this year in 2025. And what else? And just lots of information. So like this year was a big retooling year, you know, for me. Like the show had been running in a certain way for like the last 2 years, and kind of the way that I was doing everything, you know, over the last 2 years. And so a lot of things changed this year. We had the most growth that we've ever had, but I know that more growth is going to happen next year than is going to happen this year. And get ready, because this is probably going to be the first off season where I actually start doing, you know, some kind of rankings like throughout the, you know, year, and more IDP content and bringing people on for like certain segments and things like that. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff happening. So make sure you're not one of those peeps who like cancel your Patreon accounts and just bounce, you know, until August. Like make sure you stick around, because a lot of cool things are going to be happening. And Marco said, expect McMillan, who was on my taxi squad that week. Oh man. Oh, he said Laporta made 16 points for me that week. He said most points from any player. Crazy. Cookhouse, Oso, Connor's been a beast for me all year, but the Cardinals have nothing to play for. He's a little banged up, right? I mean, those are things that we got to take into heavy consideration. Like, you know, luckily we have only one more game, you know, and then we get to chill for Friday. And then, you know, we got all the injury information, because I think, you know, a lot of these teams who might not have to play for anything, they might tell us in advance about sitting guys like Connor, you know, and that's all we can hope, is that they tell us in advance, because it sucks figuring out day of. If we start hearing things as of tomorrow, we can start making moves as of tomorrow. But anybody who has someone on their team who's not playing for anything, yeah, make sure you go start making pickups like right now. Just do that. Johnny said I made the finals in the 1, 2, 14, 55, 85. Oh, wait. 55. 88, 94, 102, 140. So I made it with the first and last teams that I drafted. Yeah, that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So that shows the consistency, that you weren't just drafting good at any one point of the year, that you were literally drafting good the entire year. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. And and Jai said Derek has beaten 40% of the finalists. Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, Derek's got a shitload of good teams in this draft. I said it earlier, Derek, when you weren't here. The teams that I didn't go through and count each team one by one. I'm just going by like kind of what I saw. And like Derek is one that has I think the most teams out of anybody. And then I know, and then Johnny, Crispy, in no order for these guys, because I can't remember how many these guys have. I'm pretty sure Derek has 17. I'm pretty sure that was the most. That's why I remember. But then, then Johnny, Crispy, and Kidda. I know it's like you four have like the most out of everybody. And then I think Ziggy and Jay Gamble are in the mix there as well. But yeah, man, I mean, it's going to be very interesting. I'm not going to start doing this until Wednesday this week, because we don't have any games or anything. And I want to make sure that I don't start doing before, what's it called? Before the stat corrections start, even though I'm going to want to. I don't have any teams in there. So, like, no matter what, like, I mean, my urge to do it is not going to be there, because my teams aren't in there to do it early, because stat corrections can happen on Wednesday. So I don't want to start doing this before Wednesday, because now we're talking about the money. And I don't want there to be a stat correction that happens and someone fucking change, So yeah, I'm not going to start going through all the teams until Wednesday. And Bake said rigged. Yep, Derek said he does have 17. There we go. Podson said, I can't believe I made it. I can't believe I'm rocking Kenny Pickett in the championship. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. They killed Kenny. You bastards.
And Giant said, reading through it, it looks like 40, not 17. Yeah, right. Savage Jeremy already down. Shit ton. You said DJ Moore is the play tonight. Yeah. Yep. And Todd, T Mill. He's in Todd's one of the hardcore 420 crew members in a shitload of leagues. I know he has a few in there. I don't know how many, but yeah, he has some good teams for sure. And Giant said, I forgot who that is on YouTube. He's not always on the live streams too often. It might just be Todd. He has his name just everywhere. Todd Miller. Derek said, I need Hurts to play. Oh, you got a lot of Hurts in the best ball. Hurts isn't going to play, man. Hoping Hurts practices tomorrow. Dude, he's not going to. I know for the best ball, it's not like we can do anything other than mentally prepare. Some will bitch about it taking long. I mean, if I was in it, I'd be asking as well. So I'd be asking as well. Bunch of Karens. It's like the kids on Christmas, right? Just can't wait. And Derek's for the 18. Oh, okay. Need Hurts for the 18. Well, Godspeed. That's all I can say. Godspeed. All right, guys. I'm gonna get the hell up out of here. I'll be back for the game. I mean, these are championship games. You know, I'm going to be here for as many as I can. I couldn't be here. I had to spend time with the fam yesterday. Me and Vanessa, we had a crazy game of Uno going on during most of that game, and it's called Uno No Mercy. You want to have a fun Uno game? Go get Uno No Mercy. It's fucking crazy with the amount of cards and shit that you got to do. Crispy, it's just like the herd of baboons called the Congress. Ooh, good thing going against Hurts, good thing in 18 going against the guy who had Stroud. Nice. Good for you, bro. Good for you. Got a little lucky there, but who knows? Let's see what happens. So I'll be back tonight. Don't forget 420crew.com. Go get signed up as a paid member. You can get signed up as a free member as well. And then don't forget to go to 420crewmerch.com. Go get yourself a dope 420 Crew shirt like this one, the 420 Crew and Friends. Appreciate you guys. And that's the herd of blondes. It's called the John's Basement. He's savage. Hey, yo. All right. We'll see you guys for Thursday Night Football in a couple hours. Help me fill the squares. Peace out, everybody.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans. Here comes the, 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 here comes the. Y'all don't really want me now.